Up in the Dumbo, smoking a gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet up in the jungle. Coconut bundles, it's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands, I'm riding in vans. Slide through your land, hopping the sprinters. Tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up it and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running the banks, causing a crash and up in the Dumbo, smoking a gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet open the jungle. Coconut bundles, it's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands, I'm riding in vans. Slide through your land, hopping the sprinters. Tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up it and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse was smashing, kicking the door. Wave on 4/4, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the Benjis, we rinse and repeat. Century of self, I'm centered on me. Red as the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning flooded the bright lane. The hunger was biting, biting. Up in the Dumbo, smoking a gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet up in the jungle. Coconut bundles, it's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands, I'm riding in vans. Slide through your land, hopping the sprinters. Tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up it and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse was smashing, kicking the door. Wave on 4/4, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the Benjis, we rinse and repeat. Century of self, I'm centered on me. Red as the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning flooded the bright lane. The hunger was biting, biting.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. That's suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
Yes. Peace to the family. Peace to you and yours. Peace to you and yours. Welcome to another episode of Third Eye Thursday. Yes. You and I rocking with the best. Indeed. We in the building. Where can you purchase that? I don't mean to keep y'all, I'm not teasing you. But it's gonna be available very soon. Soon as I get this project finished. It's called Buy Red Gold. The name of the project called Buy Red Gold. That's gonna be the lead single right there. And we also got some heat coming real soon with Cambada and Father Rich. Oh my goodness, we was locked in this last weekend or last strong end. And we cooked up some classics. So look out for that. That's coming real soon. Album mode is definitely activated. You dig? So yeah, man. We working. You know what I'm talking about? We working. But for right now, the audio is basically what you see. The video, it's on YouTube. It's on my page right here. You could pull it up. It's called Red Opals, and that's paying homage to my grill. I went and got a grill with some red opals in it. You know what I mean? Not to be, boisterous or anything, but they said buy gold. They said, buy the precious metals and whatnot. And I'm also into the precious gemstones. So we just put them together. You know what I'm talking about? And we outside for the summer, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's definitely what it is. Tonight is a very special night. Tonight is gonna be an open line. I want to open up the lines. It's the first of it's May. We in May. You know, it's the first of the month. I know that we got some things on our minds. We want to talk about some stuff. I don't want to be the only one expressing myself tonight. I just put a video on YouTube earlier from an Instagram live where I was addressing the situation that took place inside of the transit, the MTA, the New York City Transit. A young man who goes by the name of Brother Leroy, right? Rising power to him. He was unceremoniously executed. You know what I mean? He was murdered. Okay. There's no other way around it. The medical examiner has deemed it a homicide, and this man was choked to death. His name is Jordan Neely. Okay. Jordan Neely. We in the 23 year, right? We in Jordan, right? Hey. Jordan Neely. Let's say his name. And in the video, I get a little bit more in depth as to why I decided to talk about it. I'm currently triggered as a result of the situation that took place. It's bothering me. I don't know why. I'm trying to find out why. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, because usually I mind my business, and I don't really focus too much on situations that are occurring and whatnot, because it's out of my hands, right? This is but this situation, it hits so many different markers. Mental health, what is mental health issues amongst Black men in particular. You will get killed out here. They're killing people with mental health issues of all races, colors, and creeds and whatnot. And it's usually like in a horrific type of way. Somehow in some way people have deemed the mentally unhealthy and the mentally ill to be cannon fodder, useless eaters, target practice in a sense. Nobody really cries over homeless people getting killed, or mentally disabled or mentally inept people being murdered. However, I have to remind the people that there are a lot of people with mental health issues. Some of us have siblings, parents, loved ones, children, co-workers, and other people who exhibit what is considered to be mental health issues. So we cannot necessarily put out a death sentence against people that are struggling with their perception of reality. And furthermore, in this case, the brother had expressed that he was hungry. And he lives in New York City, which is the richest city on the face of this earth. And he was hungry. He was hungry in New York, right? Where they got dollar pizzas. And he was frustrated, right? And he got killed. He got murdered. And a man choked him out for 15 minutes, which is double than what they did to George Floyd. And they're in New York turning up right now, rightfully so. If they don't convict that man or lock, because there was 3 of them. It wasn't just the dude choking them. There was a melanated man putting the dude's hands. He was assisting in the homicide. And there was another man available in his presence as well. There were 3 assailants from what I could pick up and gather. So that's one of the issues, mental health. There's another issue, the criminalization of the mental disabled, right? That's that kind of, that's like it's a quagmire. It's no answer for a lot of these things. That's why I'm considered to be perplexed right now, because I'm somewhat caught in the middle. I'm caught in a quagmire because I don't know, we could we could speak for both sides in a sense. Yo, New York ain't safe. Yo, I don't want to be around people mentally unstable, because I don't appreciate, especially if I'm with a child, I don't really want to be around people who are unstable in a sense. So yeah, I get it. You feel me? I do get the fear or the apprehension that comes with that, because people could be unpredictable. You know what I mean? Slash your face, snatch your chain. You know what I mean? Somebody could sneak punch you. All of these things. A person could bite you type thing. They could throw something at the child. I mean, there's so many things that can happen in an enclosed environment, especially on the train. And if anybody lives in New York City, I'm going to do roll call in a minute. If anybody lives in the town and whatnot, you know how unpredictable homeless people and mentally ill people are on the train, right? So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm not about to just co-sign the shit that I saw yesterday. I was thrown off. Dead ass. I was thrown off. I was supposed to be traveling and whatnot. And I'm not gonna say that affected my travel, but that affected my travel. So yeah, I'm getting over that. You know what I mean? I'm a human being. At the end of the day, I don't pretend to be above any one of y'all. I don't pretend to be some ascended master who doesn't feel anything. Like I don't do none of that. I'm not, I hope I don't come across as that. I don't know how the fuck I come across, but don't watch it. If you didn't watch it, don't watch it, because I'm not supposed to be watching shit like that. And bright and early in the rising of yesterday, I'm in my phone. I didn't know. I just saw them choking the man out. I'm like, world star. But then when I saw the extent of what the hell was going on, I was like, wait a minute, this man is dead. Same thing that happened with George Floyd. I wasn't supposed to watch that shit. And then I watched it and I got triggered. Why did I get triggered? At first I got triggered because I was like, who the fuck is filming this shit? Who the hell is filming? Like, how they filming a man getting choked out? Like, why they not? Like, I like stepping on faces. You know what I mean? If you are encroaching on somebody's neck, I'm going to kick you in your neck. You know what I mean? If the white dude on the train, he was on the ground, I would have just stepped on his face. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what a good face stepping will do. That's a dangerous precedent that they're setting in New York City. A very dangerous precedent. So we're going to just watch and see, and yeah, I don't want to trauma bond. You know what I mean? I really don't want to be a trauma bonder. But I do want to express myself. You know what I mean? I do want to feel safe expressing myself amongst people who could give me some feedback and we could get through certain things together. You know what I mean? Because it's not even acceptable, and it's not fair if we're on these platforms and we give you all of the feelings and the good energy and all of this stuff, but when we got some shit that's weighing heavy on our heart, there's nobody that we could turn to. Like I could turn to whoever I need to turn to, but I'm here expressing some real shit. I'm here expressing some real shit. This European man is an ex-Marine, 24-year-old white boy in New York City. Is giving Bernard Getz. It's giving Bernard Getz. So me personally, just the way that I rock, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with young Peckerwoods in New York City thinking that shit is, there's a green light on choking our people out. Like, fuck out of here. This is not New York. if that shit flies, then New York City needs to just change their name. Like, I don't know how it goes down in whatever city that y'all living in, but never in the 40 some odd years that I've been alive that we allow some shit like that to just fly. You know what I mean? We're very prideful in the way that we we not letting nobody, hell nah. That's that. Where I'm about to play Scarlett. This is New York. Get the fuck out. Let's do the roll call. Let's do the roll call. Let's get the roll call out the way. You know what I mean? But don't cry for me, Argentina, because I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean? I just I'm communicating with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. You know what I mean? I'm just talking. You know what I mean? I'm just talking. Blue Pill and Brother Rich, they're in New York City right now. The brother 19 Keys is at the Apollo tonight. So, inshallah, one of the two top reporters in the conscious community, Brother Blue and Rich. Blue has a major in journalism from Brooklyn College. He went to college for journalism. He's one of the premier interviewers. He's been doing this shit. He interviewed Big Meech. My Blue goes all the way back. So Blue and Rich, who's also one of the top interviewers of our generation, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna encourage them to go ahead and hold court right outside on 125th Street on Saturday with the bullhorn and turn up like back in the days. Houston, Texas in the building. Chino Hills, Cali in the building. Dayton, Ohio in the building. North Philly in the building. Atlanta in the building. West Hollywood in the building. Louisiana in the building. Portland, Oregon. Brooklyn, the ungentrified part. That part. Frisco, Cali. That beat fire, right? My brother Rain, 910. Rain is the brother he's the producer behind the beat. That beat is fuego. You know what I'm talking about? Brooklyn in the house. What up, Brooklyn? Talk to me, Brooklyn. What's happening? Brooklyn, you feel me? New York. Y'all feel me on this, man? We know that there's an issue in New York. I talked about it on this show. Macon, Georgia in the building. Santa Rosa in this building. Covington in this building. Detroit in this building. Baltimore in this building. Asbury Park. Hollywood up in this thing. Bmore up in this thing. Wartown 508. Crenshaw. Is Brooklyn in the house? Brooklyn deep. Brooklyn deep. You know what I mean? Louisiana's up in this thing. Clayton up in this thing. Louisiana up in this thing. Shout out to the NO. Shout out to Louisiana. I heard that Young Boy and Dirk squash they beef. Is that true? Chino Cali up in this thing. DMV up in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna do open lines. We're gonna open up the line. We're gonna encourage y'all to come through. Look, this is an unhinged live today. This is an unhinged open line. I don't care what you talk about, as long as we respectful to. I think we got children in the building. Do we have any children in the building? If there's anybody in the building that got children with them while they watching this, just let me know in the chat room so I could be a little responsible, because I don't want to. You know what I mean? I've been very conscious about the way I carry the language and whatnot, and I'm just trying my best to be as responsible as possible. So y'all let me know. Yeah, my bad. Try back up in this thing. You know what I'm talking about? Your Earth Day is 5/6. Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to all of the Tauruses. Remember, y'all are the opposite of our sign. My mama's a Taurus. Dear mama. Shout out to my mama. Yeah, I want to talk about Dear Mama as well. I want to talk about Dear Mama. I did a video about Dear Mama on Instagram, and you know, I tried to upload it to the tube and whatnot, and they was trying to play me. 909 strong. Yeah, stay strong. Dear Mama, the Tupac documentary on Hulu, right? A New York love story, a New York horror story, a New York drama, a New York suspense, a New York thriller, a New York action movie. That's what that documentary is, because your boy Tupac Amaru Shakur is one of New York's finest.
To this you don't find that suspicious? To this day, you don't find that suspicious.
And no disrespect to nobody
You don't
outside
find that suspicious
of New York, like on the West Coast and whatnot, where he had ventured forth into and whatnot. But you can't claim what's not yours. You know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, respectfully, where you know, where somebody is born is where they born. That's something that you can't necessarily change. Jordan, Robert De Niro, Mike Tyson, and your boy Tupac Amaru Shakur, along with a bunch of other legends and whatnot. You know, New York's finest. You know what I'm saying? It's something in the tap water. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Yes, we are like twin flames. Do we bump heads a lot? Do we bump heads a lot? To all of my Taurians out there, do Scorpios and Taurians, do we clash a lot? I want to know. I know a few, and you know, they're interesting. You know, I'm talking about that whole bullheaded Taurian thing. They're interesting. We do. All right. I thought it was just me.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
DMX. Yeah, DMX was born in the town. Shout out to DMX, Rising Power. You know, a lot of greats from my city who are no longer with us, who became ancestors and whatnot. You know, Rising Power to them. You know, they left a large impact on this world. That documentary touched my heart, bro. That documentary touched my heart, bro. You know, that was well put together. It's not over. It's in pieces, right? It is directed by the Hughes brothers, who happen to be one of the directors of the greatest movie ever directed, right? Even though that movie, when I did a breakdown, I did a decoding on it, that movie was a heavy program movie. It programmed a lot of our people into criminality, and that would be Menace to Society. Okay. And that's done by the Hughes brothers. Tupac was supposed to be Sharif, right? Inside of Menace to Society movie, he wound up beating up the Hughes brothers. One of them, he duffed them out and caught a case for that shit. Tupac didn't want to play Sharif, right? Nobody wants to be Sharif. This is a saying that we used to say in my circle and whatnot, when niggas was treating consciousness like it was a flunky type of thing. Nobody wants to be Sharif, right? Funny that I even bring that up, where we have a brother headlining at the Apollo tonight, right? 19 Keys, on the beginning of the high level tour, right? And what he represents in terms of, you know, his overall character is, you know, he's the antithesis to what Sharif was. He's an antithesis to poverty consciousness or poor righteous teachers. He's the antithesis to that. So, you know, the reason why a lot of our people, right? The reason why the jails are filled with smart niggas, right? The reason why the prisons and the prison complex industry is bustling in the feds and in the states, in every 50 states, with conscious people, is because these were the sharifs of the 90s and the 80s and the 2000s and whatnot. And what had happened was they didn't want to be themselves, right? They had identity issues. They were struggling with fitting in and whatnot. And what did they do? They went and took the criminal route. They went and they hopped off the porch and became part of the streets. And I bring this up often, and I'll say it again. You know, the streets don't love you. The streets even despise of you even more, will eat you up faster, right? If you come from a 2-parent household and you really not a street nigga. Shout out to Rollo, who's snitching. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to YSL Woody, who's snitching. Shout out to Gunna, who's snitching. Shout out to all of the snitches and whatnot. They're showing you that the game is dead, my niggas, that they allowed the wrong people into this game because those people can't uphold the quote unquote code that comes with the game because they wasn't built for that shit. Hold on. You know what I mean? So everybody, they got the game tattooed on their body and whatnot. Everybody that died for the game, everybody that's killing for the game, everybody that claims that they're standing up, they're the last real nigga alive. Yeah, your numbers are dwindling, my niggas. Like 3 of you left. You know what I'm talking about? That shit is a fucking farce. It's not real. It's defunct. It's been debunked, my niggas. It's been debunked. It's a myth. Shout out to Troy Ave. You snitching too. You know what I'm talking about? All of the snitches, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They don't even got stitches no more. Shout out to all of them because y'all are doing what Charleston White ultimately is doing in his own chaotic way, right? Because I'm not a Charleston White fan like that. I feel that he basically toes the line and he crossed it and shit. But I understand his initial shock jock type of approach, right? And I understand that, you know, he is targeting the quote unquote rap game or rappers and their inconsistencies, right? In the gang culture, somebody has to sacrifice. Somebody has to give up the host. Somebody has to get on the cross to make that shit. He's going to be the sacrifice. He's the sacrificial lamb. You know what I mean? I don't see Charleston White living too long. And I'm not putting nothing on that man in the type of, you know, he said it himself. I'm not saying anything that he hadn't said. I'm repeating what he said. He said he's a martyr. Shout out to Proswell. Then another snitch. Give me more. So we could, because there's a theme that's taking place right now that I hope people could pick up on. Right? That shit that you living for is a fucking, you want to talk about the Matrix. You want to talk about fake. You want to talk about Fugazi. You want to talk about illusion. Well, goddamn it. That shit that you niggas got tatted on your neck, that gang culture that you niggas is repping and whatnot, that street life, that shit that you talking about is not real. It's a rap song. Let's just stick to the hip hop. Who do real community work? I don't give a fuck about what community work nobody is doing. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't ask you about the community work. I guess you talking about Charleston White. He's talking about raping children. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't give a he canceled himself. He fell on his own sword trying to take it too far. Nigga, you doing community work and you talking about piping down a nigga daughter who's 8, and you think that we gonna co-sign that? Spot him, got him. You know what I mean? Boston Richie, Praz. Yes, that's a character for the internet. However, it's a lot of niggas on the internet that's watching that. Let's stop with the don't make excuses for this nigga. Don't make excuses for him. Like I said, he's purposely, you're trying to make excuses and this nigga's trying to be a martyr. Make it make sense. He wants to die. Make it make sense. He's gonna die. And when he dies, he's going to empower people like you. That's his main thing. And to be honest with you, I'm not mad at shit like that. If a nigga is that committed, then go for it, bro. You got to die for something. You got to die for something. Oh my goodness, I forgot about Tekashi. God damn. It's so many new snitches. I literally I glossed over King fucking Cooper of the snitches. So we're in a new era, y'all. This is a new culture. This is a new phase that you find yourself in. It hasn't been coined yet, but you definitely in the era of the rat. At the end of the day, nobody want to die, but at the end of the real day, everybody dies. So I don't know what you're talking about. At the end of the day, everybody dies. I don't give a fuck with nobody. I don't want hemorrhoids. I don't want cramps, nigga. That's avoidable. Dying is not. Hemorrhoids and cramps is avoidable. Dying is not, fam. You finna die one of these days. Get used to it and prepare yourself for that inevitable day. However, what you have the option to do once you break past the barriers of fear that's placed on the everyday man and woman and whatnot, which is going to stop you from immortalizing yourself, because I don't know too many 9-to-5ers who are lionized and immortalized when they make transition like that for the shit they was out there doing at the water cooler, at Bear Stearns, the shit that you was putting on, the salesman at Saks Fifth Avenue, you're an immortal? No, you got to break out of that mold and whatnot, the confines the society has placed on us to make us NP, what do they call that in the video game? Non-playable characters type shit. You're not a fucking playable character if you playing their game. You got to play your game. And once you play your game on your terms and you are the ones who are writing the rules and whatnot, you have now entered into the quote unquote race, like Nipsey talked about with the marathon, to immortalize yourself. Why would I be here if I don't want to immortalize? What the fuck? I'm immortalizing myself by recreating myself through my seeds, but also I'm attempting to immortalize my whole journey, my walk, my you know what I mean? My who I inspire, my shit, my network, the things that I've done, my creations and whatnot. What did I you know, what's my legacy? What's my intellectual property? Shit like that will immortalize you in the long run. You know? Homie put himself on the cross. That's what he did. He said it himself. No. Come on now. Don't feel bad for him. He's cool with it. This nigga got one eye. Fuck is you saying? Like, it ain't that much left. It ain't that much left. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And that's Charleston White. He got you niggas under a spell on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? Being a motherfucking troll, picking up where Tekashi let off. But his trolling is against gang culture. His trolling is against, you know, the quote unquote gangster rap. His trolling is against a lot of the fuckery that you know is wrong, right? You know it's wrong, but you just go along with it because it feels good. You know what I'm talking about? It's just life. It is what it is. Like, some people are playing at higher levels than average people. This nigga's not average. He's playing the game at the heights, right? He will be immortalized if niggas take him out. I don't know if he'll be forgotten later on down the line, but y'all gonna keep him alive. You know, Kevin Samuels, right? he's somewhat of a legend. He can be immortalized if individuals take his message and improve upon it, and then you put him in a certain position or category. You know, maybe they'll tell a documentary about his life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll basically lionize him through a documentary or something. Maybe, you know, Denzel's son will play him later on down the line in the future and whatnot, and he pops off like that. But he's definitely in the runnings to be like an immortal. You know, when our people die, you could tell who's going to be immortalized because it's not a regular death, it's an ascension. Okay? There's an ascension protocol that takes place. Nipsey Hussle went through that. There's a few people, a legend of doing what? I don't know what you was you talking about. I said Denzel's son. His son was on the movie Tenet. He got a son that can act. Denzel too old to be Kevin Samuels. That's why I said his son. It's not going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years. It might happen about 10 years later down the line, or 5 years from now. There will be a Kevin Samuels movie. Let's be clear. He made that much of an impact. They will explore his life in some way, form, or another, whether through a documentary. He died too soon. He's an anomaly. Would you say that Pop Smoke is immortalized? I don't know if he got immortalized. But I don't even know if his energy ascended in a sense, but he didn't get sent off he didn't get sent off right. He did not get sent off right. He didn't get, and them niggas they killed them. Nobody spun on them niggas. They didn't do them. Yeah, nobody did nothing to them. They didn't get the Eric, what's his name, shitty cuz treatment. They didn't go to trial with the lumped up face and whatnot. They're chilling in LA County and whatnot with their Crip homies, living it up, my nigga. Please believe you me. And the young boy that killed them only got 4 years. Okay. Tupac, immortal. Thug, immortal. Biggie, immortalized. Right? Yeah, Pop Smoke definitely immortalized. Let me take that back. Shit, King Von got immortalized. A serial killer. King Von is immortalized in this shit right now. Why are you asking me about Young Pharaoh, bro? This is not the place for that. Please. You know what I'm talking about? You know what happened to him. Yeah, Prince immortalized. You know what I'm talking about? And my spirit tells me that they did him dirty. I think that they knocked him off. I think they knocked Whitney off. I think they knocked James Brown off. Go and look into James Brown's death. They're hiding the story. They're suppressing the story. CNN came out with like a 15-page story about him, right? They're suppressing his story. Something happened to James Brown when he went to the hospital, not for complications like, oh, I think that I'm dying. It wasn't like he had a stroke or nothing. I believe he went to the dentist, fam. You feel me? I believe he went to the dentist. He went for a dental appointment and never came out that bitch. You don't feel like Pop Smoke had that much, bro? Where do you live? Pop Smoke didn't have that much motion. Are you serious? Pop Smoke had the most motion of a young artist. I've never seen nobody take off the way that Pop Smoke took off. Are you really serious, bro? His rise was unprecedented. And then when he got clipped, nigga, drill music took over New York. It wasn't like that before he got clipped. They was on it, but it was called Brooklyn drill. Brooklyn drill. It wasn't New York drill. Niggas in the Bronx wasn't drilling. Queens, Staten Island, all of that happened post Pop Smoke ascending, and then it kind of spilled off. And he got niggas is drilling everywhere. That's right. That's all Pop Smoke energy, bro. That's all his energy. Are you serious? He had more motion in the ocean. This nigga would have been a megastar if he was alive.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
He came with a dance.
You don't find that suspicious?
Can't stop that.
You don't find that suspicious?
This nigga had a dance. I mean, you cannot stop that, bro. I don't know if you study our people's algorithm enough. The whole fucking sturdy movement, right? This nigga was getting sturdy, bro. He like, unfortunately, and I'm not saying it like I'm championing it. Unfortunately, the negativity was able to cover, you know, and spill over and whatnot. But if you really look at Pop Smoke, he's not a King Von. You understand? He's a young nigga that went viral for getting the shit smacked out of him from a blood on World Star in 2013, right? He's a Heru story, okay? He came back and he avenged himself, okay? The young boy that smacked fire out of him, he got killed by the police. Kamani Gray. Yeah, nigga, he's the definition of a wave. Are you serious? Was you outside? He's the definition of a wave. The whole goddamn George Floyd protest, they was singing Dior, Dior. Nigga, that was the soundtrack. Like, he's a wave, bro. He's a huge wave. And when they crashed his wave in the midst of his wave rising, he didn't get clipped when the wave was coming down. He got clipped when the wave was on the way up. It's a little different than the Mo 3s of the worlds and some of the other people. They was lit in their part of town. You feel me? They was lit and they was on the way up and they got clipped and whatnot. He was a little bit different. I would dare to say he had more motion than King Von. Facts. I would easily say King Von did not have the type of hits that this nigga had in that short amount of time. And he didn't have to kill 8 niggas to get on like that. He wasn't a killer. This nigga actually had niggas dancing. Pop Smoke was about the females, bro. He was trying to get some cheeks. He was trying to get fly, trying to wear the Amiris. And he was trying to get sturdy. And he was getting them niggas out of the dusty phase of just riding around trying to kill each other. And he was like, get money and dress up, little niggas, and dance. He's an island nigga. He's a Panamanian. These niggas dance, bro. That's what they do. They dance and they fuck. That's what they do. That's what they're known for. All the Jamaican men, Kambada has shared this with me. A Jamaican man, he measures his validity off his package, bro. That's how they measure their in their society. It's about their phallus. That's what they lead with. Even when they 80 years old, if they shit don't stand up, they're considered to be them niggas is like they worse than a dirty boy. They worse than a dirty boy. Everything in Jamaica is about a nut, my nigga. Everything is so a dance hall is built around banging pasa pasa. The shit that they drink, nigga. That all they drink is blood. All they the food that they eat, the stuff that they drink is all to thin their blood, so their dick could get hard. That's Jamaican culture. Okay. They take the castor oil. What is that for? That's for the blood flow. You don't find a lot of fat Jamaicans. You don't find that suspicious?
Suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
They don't have no use for them if they can't get it up. They drink Roots drink. They drink Guinness. They eat peanuts, nigga. It's all about sexual prowessness, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your whiz say that she's going to Jamaica without you, that's like you going to Dominican Republic without her. She's gonna get, you know, I'm talking about she's gonna get stretched out. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sexy Red. Hey, to this day.
To this day.
Because she said dreadheads do it the best. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to find my baby pappy. Come on now. Come on now. They drink sea moss, Irish sea moss. They drink bitters. All of that is about blood flow. These niggas live to be 100, bro. They drink bitters. They smoke weed. They eat pumpkin seed fucking root. They eat coconuts. They drink coconut water. They chew the fucking bones of the fish. My grandfather used to eat the fish head. Niggas is different, bro. And I'm talking about, yeah, they women's is athletic goddesses. Peanut punch, nigga. That's all I used to drink in Harlem. Come on now. Jamaican rum, Ray and Nephew. The fucking Ray and Nephew. You know what I'm talking about? They eat the peppers. The fucking the Scotch bonnet, nigga. What do you think that's for? That's for your blood. That's to thin the blood. That's all that is. It's all circled around sexual prowessness. Okay. That's why when we used to go to the hooky parties in the dance hall, come on, and we start winding up on something, you already know what it is. Yeah, Tiger Bone. Yeah, I was raised in Flatbush. Jamaican women raised me, bro. You know what I'm talking about? One of my first serious, when I was 17, one of my first whizzes, she's 20. I'm 17. I'm a baby. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm just giving you some insight to the psychology behind certain things. You know what I mean? Kambada had dropped that on me. He blew my mind. I was like, damn, I never looked at it like that. But yeah, that's what that shit is. Niggas is eating cow foot, bro, so they could wear something out. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Christian Stead, Bomaclad, St. Croix. You know, to be honest with you, that's really the Caribbean, but the Jamaican, you know, they run that shit when it comes to that. Yeah, they say it's good for your back. Drink that, young man. It's good for your back. Them. Me like my back. Man, it's good for your back. Man. You know, they got the deep voice. You drink that thing, man, it's good for your back. Yeah, all of they breakfast. Boiled banana, yams. Aki and swordfish. Like, come on now. Goat head soup. Dreadheads do it the best. That's what they, you know, I'm growing my dreads. Anyway, so New York City, under the leadership of Eric Adams, who happens to be the police, right? The black mayor of New York City is, oh nah, real quick before I even get into that, I was talking about nobody wanted to be Sharif, right? Nobody wanted to be broken and conscious, right? But thank God that we not living through that era no more, right? So Tupac, he didn't want to be Sharif. He wanted to be Bishop. And the Hughes brothers, right? The Hughes brothers, they was like, nah, we don't see you as that character. As a matter of fact, that character is already casted. Lorenz Tate becomes Old Dog. Tupac wanted to be Old Dog. He didn't want to be Sharif because nobody wanted to be the corny ass conscious dude. And if you look around in the 90s and whatnot, there was a concerted campaign in all of the movies to basically clown the conscious dudes and make them cornballs while elevating and lionizing and immortalizing the thug image. This was done through cinema. Old Dog, Ice Cube through Boys in the Hood, right? Yeah, Furious Styles was kicking that shit and whatnot, you know, and Trey was trying to decide what side of the fence that he wanted to be on. You feel me? And Ricky got dusted and whatnot. The nigga that's going to college, and homie that was conscious, wasn't he in a wheelchair? They had the nigga sucking a pacifier and shit like that. Whoever the conscious nigga was in that movie, he was a lame. And then the Keenan, the Wayans, right? I got my reserves about the Wayans brothers, but I'll save that for another day. You know what I'm talking about? The Wayans, through Living Color and through their movies, right, that they came out with, Don't Drink Your Juice, Don't Drink the Gin and Juice, they was always clowning consciousness. And they pushed the quote unquote drug dealer, right? Because back in the days, it started with Superfly. Thank you, Beef Murphy. I like that date. It started with Superfly. My father and other people's fathers or your uncles, they'll let you know that there was a seismic shift in black culture post Superfly. Niggas wanted to be pimps. They wanted to hit the yay. They wanted to have the Coke spoon, grow the long pinky nail and whatnot. And niggas started getting perms. And, you know, they started getting perms. And they did away with the afro. And they started ripping the perms, right? On they pimp shit, right? I'm a pimp. You know what I'm talking about? I'm moving weight. You feel me? Yeah, see, remember in CB4, Blackity Black? He had the white girl. Did he have the white girl, or was that in the Wayans, the Wayans brothers? Yeah, the Wayans brothers, Don't Drink Your Gin and Juice. Dude had the mad white girl. But yeah, they was always clowning them. And that was, you know, that was during the time of Khalid Muhammad, y'all. He was fiery. That was the time of the Million Man March, which took place in 95. Farrakhan was on fire. Malachi Z. York was on fire. Right? Yeah, Oswald Bates. So my question is, was this attack coming from Hollywood, the white writers and whatnot, or was this something that was coming from melanated, the minds of melanated men and women, the writers? Because it's not the actors in particular, it's the writers who decide that they're going to make this trope or this quote unquote, they made a stereotype out of consciousness. Yeah, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, you niggas wasn't clowning the drug dealers though, like that. You wasn't clowning the pimps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you put the pimp nigga with the fish tank shoes on, but that nigga went viral. He went viral. He was lit. You know what I'm talking? Niggas wanted to wear fish tank shoes, Sugar Bear, right? So I have to question, you know, who was behind that. Higher Learning gave a little bit of, you know, who got killed in Higher Learning? Was it the smart nigga? Somebody got killed. Yeah, the Heavy D death, that rubbed me weird as well. That was a weird death that nobody talks about and whatnot. Heavy D was not supposed to die. I loved me some Donald Goines and Iceberg Slim. Niggas such as myself who got locked up young at a young age. I got locked up at 16 and went to Rikers, bro. You know what I mean? I was horrified. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, nigga. I was shook. You know what I'm talking about? That was gladiator school. You know what I mean? That wasn't, you know, it wasn't friendly, you know. And I got into the Donald, you know, niggas locked up, they gonna read that shit. And I was like, I was captivated, bro. The pen game on Donald Goines and Iceberg Slim, that was a movie for real. That was a movie. I had movies in my mind. And Tyra Banks got, what's going on? How she died? Come on, you see what's going on? There's some weird shit going on. How the hell did Tyra Banks die, bro? Let's go to the internet. What the hell is going on here? Not Kyra. The fuck? Y'all be coming with all of the information. Yeah, I can't confirm that. Y'all niggas, y'all got the. If you got this information before Twitter, this is a death hoax, they say. Even ChatGPT said it's not real. If y'all niggas is getting information before the internet, God, y'all need to come and work with me. Chicken said she got shot by Remy. Oh, and in the movie, you got me Googling. Okay. You know that there is, let me put something into reference. There's a delay taking place on YouTube. I might talk something and y'all hear that shit 3 minutes later, and then you put it in a chat later on. You don't know that because you're in the audience. There's a delay. There's a delay from me to you. So when I start seeing, I'm like, what the hell? You had me going to Google and whatnot. Let me clear that up to the universe. Tyra Banks is healthy. She's going to live to be 89, 98, whatever. She's good. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Tyra Banks. You know, that part. Niggas had a crush on her when we was younger. Let's not stunt. Let's not do that. You know what I'm talking about? You said you struggling to find one single black movie from the 70s spotlighting positive images. That'll be somewhat difficult. But I dare to say that you would have maybe an easier job finding it in the 70s than in the 90s. You know, I mean, Love Jones, of course, is everyone's favorite. Love and Basketball, Brown Sugar, Inkwell. You know, my mainstay with our people is love stories. That's where we shine. Why? Because we do love different. There's no other race, no other ethnicity. And I'm not capping. If you in the audience and you come from Bangladesh, my nigga, there's no other ethnicity. And I watched all y'all movies. I tapped into Nollywood. I tapped into Bollywood. I tapped into what the fuck is going on in Korea. I watched me a little bit of Japanese movies and whatnot. I even went to see what they doing in South Africa. None of them is doing it like that. I never felt like y'all be trying to have, you know, shorties be, I want to watch Notebook. I'm like, you better go read a Notebook. I'm not watching that shit. That didn't move. That's not doing it for me. Claudine was highlighting the quote unquote, wasn't Claudine highlighting the whole thing about welfare and they couldn't have black men in the house? You know, correct me if I'm wrong and whatnot. You know, yeah, that's why they call it black exploitation. Exactly. They were exploiting and whatnot. Yeah, Proswell. Yeah, they say he the folks. I don't know. But he about to go, they about to ship him up the river. You know what I'm talking about? He got found guilty on some big shit. You know what I'm talking about? He's gonna be in the feds holding it down at the talent show. There's no race of people who could do the love story like we do it, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Like when we in our bag, we in our bag. We are in our baggington. You know what I'm talking about? There's no who the hell could do loves? Who could have did who if they do a Love Jones remake? Would you niggas go and watch it if they had Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston? I didn't watch Slim and the other thing. Niggas said that shit was fugazi, so I never watched Slim and Queen. I missed out on a lot of the movies that y'all saw in the last 10 years. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's a connection between Praz and Jamie Foxx. Definitely. Them niggas they knocking niggas off right now. They cleaning niggas up. You know what I'm talking about? They cleaning niggas up. A black man loved her and her 7 kids. That is a fact. I'm not saying that it wasn't a dope love story, because it was. You feel me? It definitely was. You know, and salute to my dude, James Earl. He did his thing. He did his thing. You know what I mean? Mahogany. You know, henceforth, while I was saying, you know, yeah, there was some dope stories in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s. You know what I'm saying? You know, nobody could tell those type. We just excel. We shine in those type of stories. Why then is that not one of the leading genres, like how drug dealer movies are the leading genres for us, right? You go on network TV and right now, all of the top shows that are melanated shows, action, drama / thrillers, they're all dealing with drug dealers and shit like that. Now, and then you wonder why when they do these surveys and they ask the whizzes, yo, what kind of man you want? Everybody is like, I want a drug dealer. I want a drug dealer. I'm like, damn, I never heard. When I was growing up, they wasn't even on it like that. And it was more drug dealers. Shit. They proud to say that now. The Last Dragon. Come on, y'all. That was Apollonia, right? The Last Dragon. Yeah, I used to eat at Ballheads restaurant. You know what I mean? Brown Sugar. Love Jones might be one of my top 5 in movies. Like, we had some beautiful movies and we got some beautiful women in the world right now. I want to shit. If I got into acting, my clause is I'm doing 3 love stories before I get into the action, because you know I'm an action figure. But I'm doing 3 love stories. I want to do the male version. I want to do He's Gotta Have It. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Vanity was in Last Dragon. She had niggas hypnotized, bro. You got to remember, there wasn't a lot of baddies back in the days. I'm not disrespecting nobody's moms and whatnot, but it wasn't 1,000 vanities, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, let's really talk about that. There was one Apollonia and there was one vanity. On my timeline, I'm like, nigga, nobody told me that cloning was legal, because all of everybody got cloned. Niggas talking about Gucci Man is a clone. No, nigga, them shorties on my timeline is clones because they all look alike. You know what I'm talking about? There wasn't a lot of, nigga, there wasn't no Apollonia clones. There wasn't no Vanity clones. They was clones of each other. I can't tell the difference between Apollonia and Vanity. Yeah, the Wiz was fire. Jane Kennedy was fire. I cried when I seen the Wiz because I was young. You see, it says 1978. I was 3 years old, and they had the fucking monkeys in the goddamn train station jumping around, and the nigga, I was traumatized. You know what I'm saying? I was traumatized. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, it started with Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and then homegirl burned up the car. What's her name? Who was Tina Turner? Angela Bassett burning shit up and everything, torching niggas' wardrobes. Yeah, shit turned. It took a fucking turn after that. It took a turn after that. I got my shit bleached. You know what I'm talking about? I had mad shit. Versace, Moschino, D&G. This was my booster days. I just found out yesterday that Biggie was a booster. God damn.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that?
Yo, somebody got to outwork Vlad, man. We're going to have to collect a budget in this community. Y'all niggas stop playing, man. We need about $1 million because somebody got to take Vlad out. He's getting all of the interviews, bro. These niggas go to Vlad and tell documentary style type of information, bro. Dead ass. I'm like, I thought he was canceled. You niggas is going and giving up the sauce. Literally. Yeah, Miss Winfield, Miss Lynn Whitfield. She ain't getting no work after that. Where's she been after that movie? Okay, thank you. And I thought it, see, this is not an isolated incident. That scene right there fucked the kid up. I was 3 years old. I did not understand how the hell these monkeys was jumping around. I was like, God damn it. But I could watch it now. Yeah, I see how they trying to get Jamie and whatnot. Sat his ass down real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know that I used to work with Hurricane Chris. I've said this on many occasions. In 2007, I was interning at Polo Grounds Music, which was a subsidiary of J Records. What is that? What's the number of the building? I think it was 45 Fifth Avenue. We was right next to Saks Fifth Avenue. I was working there for like 5 or 6 months. You know what I'm talking about? And the day that my son was born, I never went back after that. I was really just a fly on the wall, stealing office supplies and taking them to Harlem and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm just playing. I was really like a fly on the wall, you know, doing what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I got the opportunity to go up in the label. You know, I was like, shit, why not? I knew the CEO from TVT when I was working with Pitbull, Brian Leach. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll pull up. You know what I mean? What we doing? And this was during my Harlem days when I was on 2/5 with the Black Power niggas. You know what I'm talking about? But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the label and see what we could see. Cause I had a son on the way. And Hurricane Chris was the first artist. A-Bay was on fire. This is 2007. Okay. 2007. I was just featured in the Fader magazine where they came to Harlem and they basically had covered, they called me the Dapper Dan, the new Dapper Dan, because of what I was doing with the Comedic gear. This was in 2007. I got the article, Lil Wayne is on the cover, and I had a hoodie on with the King Tut on the side of it and whatnot. And right after, because remember, the Fader magazine, right, was like the fucking like the Forbes for street fashion back in those days. I don't know what kind of prestige they hold today, but the Fader, if you was in the Fader and they had me like an up and coming talent and whatnot, after that, everybody came out with an Egyptian clothing line. Facts. I'm talking about the major companies, Sean John, Academics, Roberto Cavalli, my nigga. I'm on Fifth Ave. I'm on Madison Ave one day. I look in the window. These niggas got an Anubis shirt, Roberto Cavalli. I'm like, damn, these niggas is biting for real, for real. So I was at the label. Hurricane Chris, he's a good dude. Shout out to Shreveport. He's a good dude. Shout out to Baby 3. Shout out to Bebe. Shout out to his whole team. That was around the time. I felt guilty though back then because it was mumble rap. And I was like, this shit is trash. But I get it. You know what I mean? Because I had lived in Miami before that. And I had lived in Atlanta before that. So I understood that this music had a fucking wave. And right around that time, that's when Soulja Boy popped off with You. And that's when the internet took off. So I was right there during the throes of the falling of the internet or the changing of the internet, the beginning of the Obama wave. Like all of that shit was kind of going on simultaneously. So when I saw that Hurricane Chris got locked up for murder, I was like, he don't deserve what's about to happen to him. That's a good dude and whatnot. You know what I mean? He never really, yeah, that was the ringtone era. Exactly. That was before Snap and all of that other shit. I believe that was a ringtone era. And, you know, I was a part of that. I was there for Hurricane Chris's project and shit. And, you know, it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was what it was. But yeah, I'm glad that he got acquitted. And I saw him on Vlad talking his shit. Yeah, Vlad is those people. What are you talking about? Vlad is the people's. The whole, shit. He made 6 million off the ringtone. Yeah, it was money in the ringtones. So look, y'all, I'm dropping the link in the chat right now. This is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is the open line. I dropped the link in the chat. So don't be shy. This is not the time for that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be shy. Remember the free minutes after 9 o'clock? Some of you youngins don't even, the young elder, you might not remember. Because you the young elder. You remember that? The free after 9, you had to hold on to your heavy game. You was spitting light game when you had minutes on your phone. But when the shit after 9, it got heavy and you could talk that shit. Yeah, so now it's after 9. What you was saying about what you wanted to do to me, shorty? That part. You know? It was lit. It was lit. And then somebody had the 7 to 7 plan. Yo, that's so far gone. I forgot all about that shit. But we was really struggling with our phones back then. Niggas had like 3 batteries. Remember the chips and all of that crazy stuff? Man, remember the party line? You had to buy minutes, right? Destroyed my bottom line. But we got family in the building. Let me go ahead and let's open up the line and whatnot so we could get to chopping it up. Because it's about y'all tonight. It ain't about me. YHM, the legend. Sir. Hold on. Seeing you in Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
Brooklyn.
Man, love out there. I love you. Love going
I'm about to go put my shirt on so we could be twinning. Was
yes,
good,
sir.
though.
Yes, sir.
First of all, how was your experience at the world famous Nicholas bookstore? One of the places that many of us started out. You feel me? We started out in Nicholas. So how was that for you? How was that experience?
Man, so the first time I went out there was after Thanksgiving for the Earn Your Leisure live show at Madison Square Garden. So I came in there with some gifts. So I just came out, passed out some hoodies. And I felt the love in there. As soon as I walked in, I already knew who started there. Because, Black Magic, your page, y'all always posted with Nicholas. So I said I had to stop by and pay homage. So
right.
Pop-up shop, man, I was really this networking, this building connections.
You learning. Yeah, that Earn Your Leisure game is teaching you how to move in a room full of vultures. You come somewhere with gifts, right? You pay it forward. So think about this real quick. I'm gonna share this advice for all of my entrepreneurs on the come up. Think about this, right? We blow through $100. Just, like I said, in New York City, real talk, like if I come outside, I'm going to spend $100 every day. Even if I don't want to, it's just the way that the city is set up that it's going to drain you. So why not invest $100? Meaning that what you retail your shirts for, but whatever it takes, $100, however many pieces that you can make up, manufacture, production wise, those are your handouts. You're just not handing it out to anybody. You're going to hand it out and you're going to hand it out as an incentive to get into wherever you want to go. Remember, fiat, or what they call money, right, is an illusion. That's not the only thing that we lead with. You dig what I'm saying? You could go in Nicholas with fiat and buy some of their products. They're not going to remember you like that. You could go in there with a bag of goodies for Monique, women's shirts or clothing specifically, or something for her child, and be like, I was thinking about you, sis. Keep up the good work. And you leave your car behind, you're going to fuck her up. She's going to be like, well, God, who is this brother? Like, he's moving differently. So we want to move differently amongst our peers and whatnot so we could stand out. You know what I mean? And moving differently is a mind state. So we always go into business, realizing that people, especially if you're going into a business that sees hundreds of people a day or thousands a week, what's going to make you different? What's going to make them remember you? Acts of kindness, right? And we have to sometimes give before we receive. So I just want to say salute to you for doing what you're doing. I see you. You want it, bro. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
for real.
You hungry. You want it. You want to turn this thing into a multi-million-dollar brand and whatnot. And
It
I'm here
is.
for it.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be a
here.
legacy brand,
That's right. I'm
man.
here for that.
And then like outside of this, I know I haven't been watching you a lot lately because I've been doing the work in the community. I've
That's
been
right.
doing acupuncture detox with Dr. Matula Shakur, one of his close friends, Dr. Kaya Patterson.
Look
So I've
how
been
that
doing.
works. I was
I've been
just watching the
dope as death.
documentary with Matulu, and they was breaking down how the Panthers bought the acupuncture for the dope
Hmm.
fiends and for people back in the days and whatnot. Yeah. So how was that?
Life changing, man. It really changed my life. All around, get into the holistic healing myself. So
Right.
our main thing, our philosophy is to heal self, family, the community. So
Mm,
we got a 10-year-old girl in there that know how to do acupuncture now,
that's
right?
right.
So she's taking it back to her house where her family got a lot of problems in the house.
Right.
But now she know how to do acupuncture to help them heal.
Right.
So we do it free for the community every Sunday. And outside of that, we
What's
do
the
a
fear
therapy,
factor?
huh?
What's the fear factor when you
Uh,
sticking needles in people? A lot of people scared.
uh, they ask it, like, do it hurt, do it pinch,
Right.
but it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you put the first point in, so we
Right.
do the 5 points in the ear.
I used
The
to do that.
first
Yeah.
point,
To get the
the
ear
first
done.
point is the sympathetic nerve system, so that helps you relax. So as soon as they put
Mm,
that needle in there, you relax.
you relaxed.
And I
Mm,
know you remember in the first clip of the documentary, she said, "When I get these needles in my ear, man, I be angry before it, but when they put that needle in, I be relaxing."
be relaxed. Right.
So that's, man, it just
So
really
wow.
changed
Now,
me.
now that you mentioned that, that's a solution for the mentally disabled in New York who they're trying
Mm-hmm.
to basically, push. They're trying to, they really just trying to get rid of them in any way, this quote unquote, they won't alarm the people because
Yeah.
there's a lot of cases of people coming up missing, bro, in these tent cities around America where our people, because organs is still popping. You
Come on,
feel
man.
me?
Yeah.
Organs are still popping. There's a lot of people just disappearing. So yeah, I like that idea of the acupuncture to help certain people with their mental health issues, their anger issues, their anxiety, their depression,
Mm-hmm.
and the blockages that they have. Because there's a lot of energy blockages. Because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, you eating dollar pizzas, you smoking K2, you sleeping outside. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, there's some shit you drinking fucking tropical fantasies. Like, there's some blockages.
No, definitely, man. And that's the main thing when we do these free treatments for the community. They give them the holistic teaching for somebody from an elder that been doing it for 50 plus years.
Right.
So we break down the anatomy so anybody can understand it. Like it's
Right.
an art how they break it down. It really is.
The
So
body is
anybody can
soft.
understand it.
Right. Right. Dope.
So we get, man, it's just powerful. And the documentary, everybody should check it out. It's dope. It's deaf. It's on YouTube. Y'all should definitely check it out. It's a powerful information. Most people in New York don't even know that happened in New York. When I went up there, like, you heard about Dope is Deaf, Dr. Matula Shakur, the Lincoln Hospital? They're like, nah.
Dope
So
is
like,
deaf.
Dope is Deaf. Yes. It's a
Right.
Vice documentary.
Yeah. Shout out to Vice. They going bankrupt. You know what I mean? I don't really. Yeah, Vice to me, they toe the line. They're like CIA, Mossad, and they still give, but they do give somewhat of good energy. You know what I mean? Like you got to chew the bones because it's a lot of propaganda with Vice. They have a heavy quote unquote. They are heavily way to the side of where their interests are, and like I said, they're small hats, so they got that interest. But one of the things I like about the Hulu documentary is that it's pointing out the through that it's heavy on the Panthers, it's heavy on Panther activity, it's heavy on they're giving you names, they're giving you situations so people could Google it. I think that a lot of the youth are going to become re-interested in the social programs that the Panthers were behind versus all of the rhetoric that they hear about the guns and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. But let me get to some of the people.
All right.
Don't leave though, because after we chop it up, we're gonna open up the panel. So if you want to stick in for that, feel free. Right. But first, let them know where they could get the YHM brand and your clothing and whatnot.
Yeah, so on Instagram it's YHM.store. Then my website is theyhm.com. So I'm in the lab, man. I'm cooking up. You know, I've been in the lab. I'm doing the screen print now, man. I just really been grinding, bro. Grinding.
You leveled up on the screening print.
Yeah, come on, man.
You do the puff paint. You do the puffing.
Hey, it's on the way soon, inshallah. On the way soon.
Okay. That's what's up. Also look into the glow in the dark. That's for dudes that be in the clubs. You know what I mean? Glow in the dark, crazy, and glow in the light. The 3M. Is that 3M right there?
Nah, the one I gave you was 3M.
I know.
Nigga, I got that too. I got it all, man. I'm working on it. I'm working.
Keep working, King. You know, summer's here. Keep working. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Look out for the festivals.
For sure.
Malcolm X Festival in Atlanta, May 19th. Brooklyn, Dance Africa, Memorial Weekend, May 29th. You got to be there. If you're not there with a booth, just be there with your gear on and have your QR code and whatnot on your phone and just politic. But Malcolm X Fest, that's the beginning of the festival season for all things conscious and whatnot. It's affordable. Pull up to the A and get busy.
Yes,
usually it rains one of those days because my spirit told me because niggas knocked off Malcolm X and didn't get revenge. He's still upset. So he'll make it rain on niggas out of it's 2 days, and one of those days he's crying. You know what I mean? But it's definitely worth it. We got our start in the South at the Malcolm X Festival going all the way back to like early 2000s and whatnot. And then Dance Africa, one of the biggest festivals in New York, Memorial Weekend. If you don't get a booth, you go up there, you meet the vendors, you rub shoulders, you build, but you will be inspired. I promise you, heavily. All right.
Good looking out, Red.
Yes, sir. All right, man. That's what we're here for, man. You keep doing your thing, and we're going to tap in with you, bro.
All right, brother.
All right, peace. All right, let me open up the line for the guy. I've been hearing about the guy. He's been doing good things, so I want to salute the young elder in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Rick? You got like the Maybach truck.
That's right. I'm in the what they call it, the Cullinan. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Cullinan. Yeah. That joint that hot.
How you doing, good brother?
Oh, I'm doing good, man.
That's what's up.
I'm doing good.
That's what's up.
Hey, I see y'all migrated to Atlanta, man. So yeah, I'm gonna migrate over to Atlanta too, man. So we all can be in the same spot, man. So we in the process of doing that now.
Yeah, definitely. The A is, you know, it has a lot of what do you call that? It's a lot of prospective, you know, opportunities out here and whatnot. I would definitely hope that brothers and sisters who are out here, who are on the frequency, will come together a little bit more to build up.
Yeah.
Because the power is in, you know, capturing the momentum, you know what I mean, and building on it. But it's Atlanta is beautiful. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. I've been a lot of places, and to be honest with you, outside of Houston, Texas, you know, this place has some of the most, you know, lit, melanated businesses, opportunities, and just people who are moving with a different type of motion. Yeah.
Success. Yeah. But well, Nubian success, Black success, like
yes.
Everybody's it's more generated to promoting us to the future in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like our people, you know.
Definitely.
Hey man, looking at your features though, man, I'm telling you, you look like that tribe, man, on the land at the Afar, the Sabines. You look just like those people, like because like you look just like my brother. You look just like my brother, man. That's
right. You know, we got the same nose.
The long, yeah, it's actually going back to a tribe called the Shoshone.
Okay, and where
They're
they
connected with the Afar. Yeah, they're connected with the Afar people. We used to wear the rat tail. Well,
right.
my sons, they still got it, but that was like the representing the prince on the land. I don't know if you're familiar with the Power series that 50 Cent putting out, the one with Big Meech.
Yeah, BMF. I was just about to say they had
Yeah, you
the
notice
rat tail.
they wearing the rat tail in
Right,
the thing, and so 50 Cent is a high powered alchemist, man. He letting you know some things in that thing that the Flemings go all the way back to one of the
yeah,
royal families,
the
same family.
Flannery, yeah, Meech specifically, because I would say that 50 Cent may be learning from Meech because he's not what people portray him to be in terms of he's not dumb. He's not one
Right,
of those. No, he didn't get that far by not knowing things. You know what I mean?
right.
Him and my bro Cavario is tapped in real tight, and Cavario feeds him a lot of information. He was feeding him Know the Ledge Radio back in the days. That's how we got a feature from him. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
What
yeah,
you doing?
what I'm saying, like he's showing them, but he just showing the part. I know there's other writers and Big
Right.
Meech probably and Terry and them probably in the background because Meech know a lot of shit about our bloodline coming from ancient all the way back on to ancient Kemet, the ones that used to wear the red tail. It's really gold braid, right? Coming from the back. Somebody wore it from the side. The young ones wore it from the side. Then we started wearing it from the back. They showed you in Coming to America too when Hakeem.
When they cut it off.
Yeah. Usually you wear it till you become 21, and then in some cultures you wear it till you become king. It depends on what line you coming from, but
Right.
yeah. But he's showing it in that thing, and then Terry cut it off when he become the boss.
Right.
Yeah.
When he leveled up.
Yeah.
So it's like time to get rid of the rat tail. We big boys now.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's dope. I like that. That's interesting.
Exactly, and it go all the way back to the royal bloodline on the land. That's why when I was like in a grocery store one day, my son, his always been going since he's a baby, Hakeem.
Right.
And I went in the store. A Caucasian lady said, she was talking to another lady, and they had like big $2,000, $10,000 rings on their hand. They was like, oh yeah, they know something because that boy is growing his red tail. So they must know. And then I looked at the 50. I said, oh yeah, 50 doing it. And then 50 showed, man, I'm telling you, like if you look, it's a lot of background stuff going on in all those tapes, especially the Godfather of Harlem. When they show that all those series.
I love that.
A lot of alchemy.
Yes, I love that series. I actually know one of the writers on that as well, my bro Mo. And I talked to Professor James Smalls for about an hour about the behind the scenes because I was a little I was very curious as to what the hell was going on behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he put me on to some things and whatnot.
Bumpy was in connection with the mob. Bumpy go all the way back then, but the lady that Bumpy worked for is the lady that you talk about. The lady that go ahead, what you say?
Queenie.
Yeah, the queen. Yeah. So and then she was like Caribbean. Kind of like if you study those people though, see it was it's a certain type of Moors that were conquistadors that came over here. If you go back, her husband had they had airplanes and everything. He was a pilot back then in the 20s, man, like back 1910s shit.
Yeah, airplanes.
Yeah, he had airplanes. They had it's like they owned the airport, man. New York, she ran Harlem. They started out. See, our people came up running the numbers. We started the numbers, and then they took it. The mob took it and turned it into the lottery. Go ahead.
Policy bankers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then via Casper Holstein coming out of St. Croix,
Casper
Holstein brought the game to Harlem because he picked it up. He was on Wall Street working the remedial jobs and whatnot. So he picked up some of the, you know what I mean? He picked up some of the science, and yes, they bring the policy banking to Harlem, and they raise our people out of poverty with pennies and nickels.
That's right. Dutch seals. They was fighting Dutch seals. Then when the Italians started coming, really the Italians are just really the muscle for these dark skinned people that's in the background, man. They were the muscle.
Right,
You know
right. The Sicilians coming out of, and they showed a little bit of that in Godfather Harlem with the quote unquote Marcellus with the pizza connection, right? Who was the head dude coming to America? It was a black man.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? It was a black man.
Exactly.
So the Sicilians who have they're the Southern Italian, right? And when people don't realize when it came to the mob and whatnot, there was the Northern Italians and then there's the Sicilians. The mafia, the original old family, this thing of ours, the Sicilians were disruptors.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But you can't be a Sicilian unless you have the Moorish blood.
So
right. These are the olive colored people. These were they look like Dominicans in a sense.
Right.
You feel me? They called them niggas with
my bad.
Nah, they was just calling them niggas with slick hair.
Yeah. They really were Hindus, go back to the Hindus, but because the Hindus got the texture of the hair is their giveaway. But if you go to the movie 50 Cent, he kind of displayed that in the background when you see that they had a French connect and that's not 50 Cent. 50 Cent didn't write the Godfather of Harlem. And the Godfather of Harlem, they showed us they had a French connect, but the real connect was the dark skinned cat from Al Madrid, who was ordering out of France. Right. The front man was he was working for the police, then they shot him. Boom. Then they found out the real plug is the black dude. But these people don't sell to us. They wanted to sell straight to the Italians. Bumpy Johnson was going straight, try to connect straight to the people, straight to the connect. Yeah.
Right to the connect. And the Italians being the muscle draws back into the quote unquote Italians being the muscle against the Moors.
Exactly.
All the way back into the expulsion era, right? So when the Italian mafia comes into all places melanated, because that's where they was catching wreck.
Yeah, major cities.
Right, major cities and whatnot. So people was like, damn, what kind of gripe did they have against our people? They had a little bit more history than you had about they came from the country where they took an oath to always suppress you because of what you did to their mamas and whatnot. So people just look at La Cosa Nostra, not understanding. No, that's a continuum of the conquistadors or the Inquisition or the Reconquista and whatnot. They carried that shit into multi-generations.
That's right. You cracking heads. You cracking heads and twisted caps right now.
Yeah.
So
that in True Romance.
Yeah. So you talking about these cats. Like I say, in 50 Cent show these dudes, even in the new series, because people in the conscious community, they think that if you watch this type of stuff, it's negative, but it depends on how strong your mind is and what type of mindset you got. I watch this stuff to see, but like I say, it's different hidden stuff in it. In the new thing with Tariq, the new one, the book of the son of Power.
Yeah, I don't
the
watch
son,
that.
Right? The new one, right? The part 3.
Yeah, I haven't followed that too much. I saw the first season and I kind of got onto something else, but I know about it though.
Yeah, but in that new one, the new plug, they show you it's a lady from France, and that dark skinned lady, and these people, if you listen to how they talk to the American Nubian brothers, they pretty much say, oh, we not y'all are arrogant, or y'all think they talk all these things they tell about us in this thing. 50 Cent played out. So yeah, man, it's the French. It's coming from France. It's France, DC, District of Columbia, and Vatican. It's all the 3 connected, man.
Right. Definitely the French connection, of course. That's the bastion of the secret societies. Yeah, man. We were just talking about the Black Jacobins and France Fanon in the last on Melanin Monday. We was tapping into that energy. And yeah, man, I definitely want to visit France. I was touching on France earlier as well. Modern day France today, how Macron, their president, he's basically he's like he's supposed to be an ally, but he's publicly outing, he's publicly against America now. Like Yeah, that they
Because they crashing it. That's because everybody cutting off from the dollar and going to the gold standard. So
right,
everybody breaking ties, and it's in the Revelations about how they gonna be looking off and all that. They're gonna cut them off and stop dealing with them, and that's happening now. We in that part, but
right,
that's just for my Bible guys, right? I ain't religious or nothing like that. But I just try to connect everything.
right.
But this is the part I want to tell you about the French. Cause I know you got to let other people come in. I just want to say this part. About the French connect. If we go back and trace it all the way back, it's always been the French that's been coming out. They've been using the French as the bulldog or the muscle too, because if you go back to Napoleon, the Rothschilds used Napoleon. They used when they used Queen Isabella when she sacked 1492. So it's all coming from France. Every time we getting something happening, and then me and Rod also broke down that that they attacked Switzerland, but Switzerland is a place where it's like a neutral zone almost,
Right,
like the Vatican,
right.
Yeah, so
You got the Huguenots. The Black French, the Cajuns and everything. My brother Talik Bey, he be dropping information on me about all of that and whatnot. He goes real deep into it. The Cajun, all of that Louisiana shit.
Yeah, the French connection.
The French connection.
Yeah, Huguenot. George Washington is supposed to be a Huguenot, but the thing is, George Washington's name wasn't even George Washington. He changed his name to George Washington to become president. His name is George Augustine from Barbados. He born in Barbados. He was 17. He joined the British military in 1751. Him and his brother. His brother ended up dying from tuberculosis later, but he ended up moving his way up to general. To a general. He was a British general, and they were mercenaries for the Moors. The Great Britain, King George III, and the whole bloodline back is all Moors, dark skinned people. Go ahead. It took Queen Victoria. Well, Queen Victoria was a usurp of the throne to get King George the Moors out. And that was through the Rothschilds, and they end up killing all the family using arsenics. The Knights of Templar. They killed all the whole family, and then they usurped a fake Daru queen, really, because these Darus, I don't know if you might be familiar with these long trunk beings that live in the center of the earth. That's why Queen Victoria was like 500 pounds. You can go look it up. You got that beast gene from these Darus, and they took over then. And then from that part, that's when they went into Sudan, went out to the Mehdi, and started trying to take back Sudan because the Moors had control over Egypt, Sudan, all of that part of Africa. They had parts of Australia, all the parts of the Roman Empire. I mean, the British Empire really was the Moorish Empire. I'm telling you, man. The red coats were the Moors. Yeah.
Right. So my thing is, with this new technology that I'm mastering and becoming more familiar with, man, you and Rod and great minds think alike. I would love to begin to put these stories and animate them. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking already. Go ahead.
Nobody's gonna tell this shit the way that we could tell it. No one. And now anything that you can think of, we could create an image for it. Anything.
That's right.
So it's definitely that time, bro. This is the beginning of many conversations that we'll be having.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you, King. You know what I mean? Keep doing
yeah, man. I thank you for letting me come on, man. I appreciate you. Shout out Blue Pill too, man.
When somebody is out there doing the work, we have to publicly acknowledge them and recognize them. So I'm acknowledging you, and I'm recognizing the great work that you are doing. Keep doing it. Keep that flame lit. You know what I mean? Keep sparking the minds of our people and whatnot. And it's definitely up from here.
Peace. Hotep.
And hold on, they coming up with the Queen Charlotte on Netflix. Did it drop already?
Yeah, with the black the Queen Charlotte, because that's King George's wife. She was dark. Yeah. So and you notice on that National Treasure with Nicolas Cage, I think it is, he go and find the ship, Charlotte ship in Antarctica, right? And then he find that pipe, because Charlotte used to smoke tobacco and a pipe, and he used that pipe to go down under that church, which is in California, in New York, right? The Trinity Church. And he unlocks the gold that the Knights of Templar under Hernando Cortez, because they came over here. The conquistadors came and landed in Central America, and they mistaken Cortez for Inca. They returned to Inca. They started giving him the gold, and he said there's too much gold to take back to the Spanish king, so he took it and hid it on one of those islands. It's called not Nova Scotia. It's one of those islands off the coast of California. I think of it in a minute. But the Knights of Templar hit the gold right there. But people started coming in and finding the gold or try to look for it, right? So the Knights of Templar came and moved the gold to that church right on Wall Street. Right. And that later on, Benjamin Banneker and George Washington went up there and got to go. Benjamin Banneker is the real one that found the gold and found the real one that found it. And they started Wall Street with that gold in real life.
I'm about to say, because underneath the towers, which is basically 5 minutes walking distance from the Trinity Church,
exactly,
old towers with all of that gold underneath.
They blew, yeah, exactly. You know the scheme. Okay. You own it.
I'm talking about, yeah, man.
All right.
Blue King, I appreciate you.
All right, peace.
We'll definitely building soon. Yes, peace.
All right.
Yes, sir. Avant-garde. I got you, King. Give me 1 minute. Let me bring the queen in, and then I'm gonna come and tap in with you, King. All right, Sister Tanya. I want to balance the energy. I want to bring in that divine feminine energy. Peace, love, and light. How are you today? I can't hear you.
Peace. I'm great.
Awesome. Indeed.
So excited. Red, you my guy.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
Scorpion. Yes.
That's right. Okay, you're a Scorpion queen.
Yes.
That's right. I should have known. Where you domicile at? Where you live?
I'm calling from Baltimore, but I'm originally from the Bronx.
Boop, boop, boop. Near the Bronx Zoo?
Sorry?
Near Throsneck, by any chance?
Yes. Okay. I was born in the Bronx. Yeah.
I was born in the Bronx. I was born in Albert Einstein. People don't even know what that is. They be like, what's that? Where is that at? It's Montefiore. Yeah. It's Montefiore Hospital and whatnot. How you like it? How you like in Baltimore? How they treating you?
Pretty good. Been down here since 2009. It's been uphill. I feel like I had an advantage being from New York because it's like maybe 10 years behind how we do things. So we were able to hit the ground running.
So, when I went into Baltimore, I loved it. I loved the energy. I just loved I was, I like the neighborhoods. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you have areas in B-more that could be considered to be sketchy looking and whatnot, but there's a lot of residential. Like, all I seen was houses. I was like, I'm looking for projects and worn down shit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I also wanted to say I received the prompt book in the mail.
Whoop, whoop.
Totally awesome.
Dope,
very, very, very valuable. Yeah.
We have a new one on the way. That's coming very soon and whatnot. The part 2 to it, But yeah, I appreciate that. Have you been utilizing it?
Oh, have I? Wow, let me tell you a couple things. So I'm a writer, and since 2014, I've been writing various books.
Dope.
So since AI came out and we started working with the prompts, it's just made my life totally easy as far as writing, because I could put my total idea in there and have it expanded.
Yeah, they protest. They on strike in Hollywood right now. The writers, they're protesting against AI.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
My theory is this: Hollywood is a heartless place, and I support the writers 100% because I don't agree with the direction at Hollywood or the bigwigs in Hollywood. they're utilizing the AI for means of, basically taking food out of people's mouth. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, yo, y'all are replaceable. That's what they telling the writers. They like, look, we'll replace you with Chat GPT, and we don't need y'all anymore, type thing. So that they're fighting for their rights, rightfully so. I would definitely tell the Hollywood writers, if they are able to win the strike, stop writing the bullshit and step it up. You know what I'm talking about? Because niggas is on your heels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all of that lackadaisical writing that they've been doing, where they doing 21 Jump Street reboot, they deserve to have AI take their job, to be honest with you. Some of the shit that been coming out of Hollywood in the past 10 years. But I hope that this pressure is going to get the real writers to start writing again, because they don't check out. 50 Cent is whooping on Hollywood right now. Like the 50 Cent is shining in terms of his writing skills. So that shows you that there's, you know what I mean? The bar, no shots at 50 or Curtis. I'm just saying Curtis wouldn't thrive in the days of the writers of like The Godfather. You know what I mean? That was big writing. My father told me when Jaws, the movie, became a hit, that was like one of the first blockbusters, and Hollywood realized we don't need intricate writing to make a hit, because they wrote a movie about a shark that you didn't even see they didn't show. Remember the Jaws, you just saw his mouth coming up a few times. Other than that, it was really about dun, 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 dun. It was really, they built up the fear through their writing and everything. But yeah, man, just yeah.
So I've been trying my hand at writing episodes, and so I have an idea. Well, it's not an idea. The episodes is going by idea, but I actually wrote the book. And so I'm trying to like break the episodes down to lead people to want to get the book. So I'm trying not to spill too much in each episode, but building it up. So that's been a challenge, but it's working out. So I got my first 7 episodes.
Oh, like webisodes, like scripts?
Yeah, so I have a podcast, and I've actually been doing the episodes on the podcast.
Are you playing the same character in multiple roles?
I'm sorry, the same character on.
Are you playing the multiple characters, or you have other people playing them as well?
No, it's actually about 2 characters. That's not myself.
Oh, fire!
So I have 2 characters. Yeah.
If you can, I would love to. I would love for you to drop the link in the chat. I would love for the audience to tap in with you. You know what I mean? We all love a podcast. Yeah, we all love us a podcast.
Thank you. Yes, I would be so grateful. I'm actually on Spreaker, but I'll drop the link in the chat. It's called Spreaker. House of Tanya 23.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I love Spreaker. We used to put our episodes on for Blog Talk Radio. We ran them through Spreaker and whatnot.
Yeah, they allow you to monetize and distribute to at least 10 to 12 other channels, including Amazon and iHeart, if anybody else is interested. Yeah.
Definitely. Beautiful. Yeah, please share that, because we want to check it out. Are you writing for others as well, or is this something that you're just doing for the endeavors that you have?
I'm actually looking for opportunities. I have the two projects that I'm working on, but yes, I love freelancing. I have a blog page also, so I do blogs and I monetize my blogs. So just want everybody to know there are a lot more monetization opportunities besides YouTube.
Right. And I try my best to expound that as well, you know what I mean? And with some of the lectures that I've done, where I'm like, yo, y'all might not realize it, but there's about 50 ways to get it. But it sounds easy, but it takes
Right.
a lot of time. You know what I mean? One of the issues that I'm having these days is my time management is beginning a little overbearing because time is, I got to move as fast as time is moving. And it's like, damn, I look up and the month is
Right.
over.
Right.
I'm like, shit, what happened to
Yeah.
all of my plans?
I'm at
So
the point in life where my children are grown. I'm actually a grandmother too, but my children are grown and they're on their own. And so now I'm doing me. And
that's right.
so writing is the first thing
Glam,
that
glamor.
yeah.
They call y'all glamors now.
Yes.
Um,
Glamour.
what are your thoughts about love stories? I was, I was reminiscing on some of the great Black love stories. In my humble opinion, I feel that we are the greatest action stars.
Mhm.
We are what is known as the we the tall, dark, and handsome that people talk about. We melanin men and women. We have a presence on the silver screen, and we're unlike any other people that I've ever seen. And I guess I'm biased because I'm one of them. However,
Mhm.
I'm in the market these days for a great love story. So how you feel about those type of scripts?
Actually, I've tried my hand at that already, and yeah, I could definitely send you something. Absolutely.
Dope,
Just
dope.
let me know. I'll email you and we can have a conversation.
Dope, dope. And how do you feel about, just the typical, telling of a melanated love story in today's climate?
In today's climate, I think we need much more of
Feel
those
like
types of that type of literature for sure.
like
It
like Gen
expands
X,
your mind. Sorry.
like that, like somewhat like I want to see about love in the internet age. Like it's a new approach, I think. Like online dating,
Mm,
all of that new like generational clashes, like somebody from the newer generation dating someone who's a little more traditional, and what are the
right.
differences that they may come to and stuff like that. Like I
Yeah,
would love to see that
absolutely.
out.
That's great. I think that also makes great blog material like right now. But
Right.
yeah, we definitely need more literature that's addressing that. Yeah, relationship.
Fire. Well, let's
Sure.
definitely build, man. I really appreciate you pulling up. I'm excited for
Yeah,
you.
thank
You
you.
feel me? I see big things in
Thank
the
you.
future and the now for you. Continue to write. That is something that we I can't stress the importance of it enough. The power of the pen, and never be intimidated by artificial intelligence. We are almighty intelligence, and we dog walk AI. We dog walk artificial. We dog walk AI like we on the basketball court.
Right,
It works for
right,
us.
right.
It's like
Absolutely.
our
Yeah,
command.
before it becomes regulated, I can actually see that. I
It's
see that
coming.
coming.
It's definitely
Yeah,
coming. I tell
yeah,
everybody, shoot your shot right now before they put a muzzle on
absolutely.
that dog. Do what the hell you need to do, and don't worry about none of that other stuff they talking about, because when they regulate it, that means they're gonna control it. So
Right,
we're in that window right now where we could make anything happen. So yeah.
right. Yes. And before I go, for those that are kind of leery about it, it can help you expand your ideas. So just give it a try.
No,
Whatever it is, if you don't have a plan, it can help you create a plan for a
that's a
business or whatever.
that is a
Yeah.
super fact. They said that it's the end of writer's block.
Sorry, I heard writer's block.
It's the ending of writer's block. It does it
Yeah,
did away with writer's block.
absolutely.
If they did away with anything, it was writer's block. So now you have something at least to jump off from, versus
Right.
you sitting there with a pen and a pad for days just stuck.
Absolutely. For sure. Because
Yes.
all you need is just a couple words. Just tell it. Just talk to it like ask it what you need. But the prompt, definitely look into the prompt.
Yes.
Yeah. The
Appreciate
more
you.
specific, I had my book is upstairs, but the more specific you can be, the better. Like that really helped me out.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. That's beautiful. I am,
Got a copy
I'm
there.
so Yeah, I'm so happy that you tapped in. And
Thank
that
you.
we, yeah, and I know I'm sure that you've already benefited, and you will continue to benefit, and it will continue to bear fruit. So yes, just keep it going, and I
Yes.
tell other people, windows open and close, right? Sometimes we
Mhm.
look back on 2020 and wish we were doing more. You know what I mean? This is going to
Mhm.
be one of those years. Take full advantage of every minute of 2023, because that window, unfortunately, is not going to always be open. This is an opportune time for anyone with a creative mind. Take full advantage of the now. Do not put it off, because you don't know when that window is going to close. And I'll just leave it at that.
Absolutely.
Love and light. I appreciate you.
Love and light.
All
Peace.
right.
Peace to
Peace.
everyone.
Yes.
One.
All right. No doubt. So we got Avant God in the building. Let's go ahead and open up the line for the God.
Yo,
Peace to the God. Was
peace,
really good.
peace.
Yes. Yo,
Yeah,
that shirt is fire.
thank you, my G.
I seen that on the gram too. That shit fire, bro.
Yeah, give me my flowers while I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah. That's that puffy ink. That's the Puffington that I was asking YH about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
to
that's
throw
a
this on
wave.
real
That's
quick.
you?
Nah, I caught this from a brother in a shoe convention. A shoe convention. He was selling them.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I need one of those, man. We might
I
have to.
I tried to hit him up. He ain't reply back. I followed
He
him
on the
on Instagram.
gram?
Yeah, I'll send
Right,
it to you. I'll send his link to you. But
right.
I don't know if he still got them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
was
that
about
shit
to cop
flame.
another one, and then he skipped town. He went. I don't know where he was from. He was from somewhere up north.
Right.
I'm down here in Florida, so yeah.
Okay, what part of Florida you in?
Palm Beach.
How is it out there?
It's nice. It's quiet. Ain't nothing really too crazy except the Takashi joint that happened out here in the LA Fitness. But
Oh, that's where they plucked them out at?
yeah, yeah,
Also, where you live at, that's where all of the snitches is hiding. You know what I'm talking about? You in that quiet area where witness protection be sending niggas, I guess.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, that's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
That's what's up.
That's why he hiding out here.
I already know. I already know. You know what I'm saying? What do you do if you don't mind me asking?
Oh man, that's the reason why I wanted on here and display my talent. So when you came out with that song, the Fashion Initiative
Yes.
with 40 keep the
Sauce
line
God.
44, Sauce God,
Right.
that shit really inspired me. So
Fire.
I got a verse that I want to kick to you. And I also want to know if it's fire enough, if I can hop on the album.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Okay, this is my faction initiative, Black Mystic, on a mission that's cryptic, minding all my business, digging up trenches for natural resources for the enrichment of my melanin, skin tint, my value so intrinsic. Heart full of riches with the marvel of my spirit. You can't starve a nigga. This that Garvey gravy. I was cautious, so the Lord forsake me. Got knowledge of the gods and I forgave me. Fuck you if you ain't me. I consider you an atheist. Arch nemesis, trying to genocide the Genesis. This that real nigga penmanship. Body positive, no negative connotations to anyone I got something in common with. Use your common sense. Meditate before you speak to me. Proceed before you reach the feet. This that Reiki universal energy. Might is touching all the masses with that healing remedy. Black lashes embedded in your DNA memory. Who? Yeah.
To this day.
Got that Dante Wilder flow. I love the fact that you have it on cap. You know what I mean? That is very important for all of my artists out there. Memorization, one of the number one Jedi mind tricks. You got to hold that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
They said that
I still forgot because I'm a little nervous. It's my first
you
time.
good.
I had some. It was fire at the end, but I fell off.
Nah, you good. You shouldn't even have said nothing. You great, man. Keep
Thank you.
Yeah, keep writing. You know what I'm saying? Keep up with them bars. I heard the bars. Bars is definitely tight like that.
All right.
You know, yeah, send me something.
I literally wrote that song for you. That verse, and I got the hook, and I got the beat, I was like going to like put it together and send it to you and see, you know, see if you wanted to hop on it. And if you like it, put it on your album. If not, I'll put it on mine because I'm working on my album. It's called 10-piece Hot and Spicy.
Oh, I like that. 10-piece Hot and Spicy.
Yeah, 10 songs is going to consist 10 songs. And the idea is you know, I'm an ex-chef, so it's like I wanted
Why you
to
stop cooking?
I
didn't know there was such a thing as an ex-chef, bro. There's women out here. Look, you got ladies watching you. You they're talking about here, ex-chef. Nah, I'm a chef, mom. I'm a vegan chef. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm still doing my thing, but I just don't work in the field no more.
That's right.
So I use that idea because I love cooking and I love music. So I meshed the idea together to bring you food for thought. So I'm using a lot of bars regarding like referencing food. So you know you could eat this knowledge, you know, and consume it. And
Eat
you know, at the same time, you gotta vibe, you gotta look fly, you gotta feel good, and you want to still be kicking the knowledge. So that's how,
look,
you know,
they
so
said
10-piece Hot and Spicy.
Look, the queens, the goddesses, they like, look, man, chefs don't never stop cooking. No,
nah, I love it. Yeah.
You're an alchemist.
I just don't work in the field.
That's right. You're an alchemist. You Raekwon the chef. Because when I was watching the Wu-Tang series, they was like, yo, Raekwon, RZA told his mama, he was like, yeah, you know, Raekwon be chefing up in the kitchen. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's why they call it. I thought he was all right.
Yeah, he was on the George Foreman. He was
on the Foreman grill with the work. You know what I'm talking about?
He was killing it.
Look, you got my email?
Let
me give you my email. Send me that heat, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so I'm gonna cook it up and I'm gonna send it to you because I got my own little private studio in my crib. So
you lit. Lit. Yeah, you could cook up right there.
I don't know what's the email?
The email is the Mark is right there, the Mark 125th at Gmail.
Oh, let me screenshot it. Boom.
You know what I mean?
Boom, got it.
Yeah, definitely tap in.
125th. Okay.
Yeah, don't forget the TH at the end and whatnot.
TH, got it.
Yeah, 125th. You know what I'm saying?
I got plenty of verses. I'm just working, just trying to get the mixing right, and then find a good mastering studio, and then I'll be set.
Right.
But I'm gonna just send you the rough draft, see if you fuck with it, and you can go from there.
Right. Yeah, they feeling the flow.
Okay.
They said they like the confidence. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. The fit is on point. You know what I'm talking about? You got the hat matching with the Fittington. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You on the roll right now, Avant. You know what I'm talking about? You on the roll. You showed up the right way. You know, let's just keep it at that. You showed up right. You showed up righteously. You know, keep
out
working.
To everybody on the comments. Shout out to everybody that was on the video stream with you.
Dope.
All of them.
Yeah, definitely. All of the callers and everything. Y'all was repping. Y'all all came with great energy. You know, inspirational type of energy. You know, just high level energy that we used to and everything. So I'm just glad that everybody is on a shit. You know what I mean? Because it's uplifting for me personally.
Likewise.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So man, motivation, a lot of inspiration on the live. So that's what we're here for, to inspire each other and help each other grow.
Mentally, you be doing like TikToks and the Instagram.
See, not even yet. Not even ready yet.
Yeah. Because that could get you lit, right? Like spitting in the car type shit. Like, those 1 minute, 1.5 minute reels. If you could get some shorties to get sturdy to your music, I'm actually looking for some sturdy dances for the Red Opals. I want to get some TikTok videos with y'all dancing to the music. So I'm throwing that out there. There's somebody right there with their little man or their daughter and whatnot. Yeah, tell them the Red Pill wants them to get sturdy. Oh, yeah. Your phone getting low.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, That's what I'm saying. You following me on the gram by any chance?
Absolutely. I spoke to you through DM a couple times on the gram. So yeah, absolutely.
Right. Because if you tap in, we're actually aligning our brother Source Guard from out of Memphis. Source Guard, he got dancers, you know what I'm saying? So we could try to work something out. And then when it comes to the aesthetics of these videos and some of the, we have a social media marketing agency that we work with. And, maybe we could get you a little, you know what I mean? A little, get you in a few classes where they could teach you the ropes of how to basically commandeer this social media environment, because that's very important, especially with the music.
Facts,
Let me just throw one
and
at you on some smart. I would tell you this in a consultation.
Okay.
I would incorporate the chef's kiss, right? I would incorporate my chefing skills with my music, because why? Ladies love to eat. There's nothing else to talk about. You feel me?
Yep.
And they always hungry.
That's a fact.
Always.
That's a fact.
So if you even put together a reel where you're throwing together a quick meal and whatnot, and your music is over it, you're gonna hit. If you do a video when you preparing something and you could bar it out, you're gonna hit.
Thank you.
So imagine putting together something super raw food or electric or something, and you just bar it out. You lit.
I literally be doing that, and I just haven't been like capturing it on video. That's a very
when you
good
do
idea.
it though, I will send you an invoice. The day I see that shit on the ground, I'm just gonna send you the invoice. Like, yeah,
no
that was a conversation, my nigga. Like, we gonna blow up together.
Bet.
Nah, but you try that out, yo. Try that out. You know what I'm saying? And I just helped you with the whole, I don't know how to do the video. If you just hold that bitch over the pot, you know what I mean? Put it on the tripod. You don't even need to, CapCut. CapCut is the editorial program. CapCut. It is the most easiest editing software that you can use. It has replaced iMovie and Adobe Premiere and some other things. The shit is lit. C-A-P, cut. CapCut. You could get it on your laptop or your desktop or on your mobile. Please go and explore that. Go on YouTube and watch the tutorials for any type of, for a little bit of heads up. But that's the lick right there. That's what everybody is using.
I was trying to figure that out, and I just didn't research it enough. But that's what I was trying to figure out. What they using to make these videos.
Yeah, CapCut will give you your captions.
Okay.
CapCut will give you transitions. I use CapCut to bring fire out of my eyes.
That's CapCut.com or just?
Yeah, just go to Google. I believe it's a .com. Yeah, because I downloaded it and I think it's a standalone app. I could be wrong. No. It's a .com. Yeah, it's a .com.
Okay, I'm pulling up on my other phone. All right.
Yeah, we coming to Florida before the end of the summer.
Oh, that's the next question. Yeah, because I've been waiting for you to come down here. You were down here, I think like a year ago, and you was on South Beach, and you was telling me to pull up, and I was like, "Damn, I'm at work."
Right. Yeah. I don't want you to lose. You was at the motherfucking kitchen. You was in the kitchen.
No, I was at Amazon at that time.
Oh, you was lit. You live near Wynwood? No,
I'm in Palm Beach.
You went to Palm Beach because I got somebody with a restaurant in Wynwood. I could have put you on. I could have been like, yo, I don't know if he's looking for a cook or not.
Got you.
You ever heard of Mac and Big? What's it? What's my damn?
Something with a Mac. Something with a
Mac and cheese.
Something like that. Sounds familiar though. That's in Wynwood though.
Yeah, Big Teach restaurant. World famous, World House of Mac and Cheese.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's vegan?
Nah. Yeah, nah.
I'll make a crazy vegan mac and cheese, Haitian style. Oh yeah,
Oh,
Haitian and
right?
Jamaican.
I say, yeah,
Yeah.
I say. You know what I'm talking
Haitian
about?
and
I'm
Jamaican.
Haitian by association. You know what I'm saying? Jamaican by I'm Haitian by association, Jamaican by location. Like, you know, those are that's who covered me when I was coming up in Flatbush. That's who some of my that was my inner circle. Some
Yeah,
lit
you
ass,
always be
some wild ass Haitians and some wild ass Jamaicans, bro.
I always hear you referencing that, like the dance hall from everything. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah. You know,
connect with that.
that's in my system. Where if I go to Haiti, where can I go to just like enjoy Haiti for what it is?
Cape Haitian. I haven't been there, but that's probably where the best place to go in Haiti as of now.
Is that a
Because
resort?
Port-au-Prince is like
Nah.
destroyed, bro.
You don't gotta worry about me landing in Port-au-Prince unless I'm playing Fortnite, my nigga. Like,
Well, I love it though. I love
you
Port-au-Prince.
feel
That's
me?
where my family's from.
They
Though.
I seen them throw tires on a nigga. I'm like,
And
yeah, I'm
burn
good with
them,
that. Yeah, they threw
big fat,
tires on a nigga.
and
That
burn
was
them.
real. Yeah, that was he couldn't. How you can't wiggle your way out of a tire?
Yeah, they ruthless out there. They're
Yeah.
ruthless out there, man.
Shout out to my Haitians, man. Let's get that shit cleaned up. You know what I mean? Because that is a beautiful country, and some beautiful people come from there.
Beautiful
Warriors,
resources too, natural
beautiful.
resources. It's crazy out there, man. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, man. You got the information. You know what I mean? Let's tap in. And
Thank you.
yeah, man. We'll update the fam about what was going on with the chef. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That part.
Bless.
Somebody want to know your IG.
Okay. Man.
See, you got them hungry, man. They want to see your food. If you don't got no food up there, my genius, put that shit up there immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go on. Go. Yeah. You you shouldn't have opened your mouth earlier and said what you said. You put yourself out there.
Yeah. See, I don't even have none of that. Like, it's just all over the place. My IG is just like I'm definitely that's where I'm feeling at. It's social media.
Right.
So I don't know I don't even know what to say as far as that.
Pull up. I'll plug you in with the social media marketing agency.
Okay.
And we could tighten that up. Like I promise you. To anybody out there listening, it don't matter where you at today. You know, social media causes levels of anxiety never seen before in man. You know what I'm talking about? And trying to keep up with that shit
probably what
is a fucking headache, bro. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I would just give it to a third party. You know, I run my social media, but it could be stressful, bro. Keeping up with all of that uploading, and then the algorithm is fighting against you. I've been shadow banned for like forever. So it's like I get in front of 5 people type shit. Like in order to break the algorithm, I gotta post, you know, I gotta post like controversial shit to start engagement and conversations and shit like that. You know.
They did that. Yeah, they did that to Naughty, man. He was lit on the gram, and then they just shot him
down. Slowed him down, right?
Big time, yeah.
Slowed the guard down. So, you know, it is what it is, but it ain't gonna stop the momentum. We got to keep cooking and whatnot. So, you know, we could probably help you with that.
All right,
and,
I'm definitely gonna need that help.
I
don't think I'm gonna need too much help with the bars, so I got that under control. I just need the social media, man.
No problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We got you. You know what I mean? You good. Just keep writing. Like I said, keep writing, bro. You write to beats or you just write?
Oh, that's to a beat. That's literally to a beat. It got the hook and everything. I recorded a rough draft of it, but it didn't sound good because I still was trying to like get the levels right. So I got that. I'm gonna re-record it and I'm gonna send it to you. It's crazy.
Okay. Fire.
Crazy. Real hip hop type beat, like
type shit.
Like bars. It's like a sample of jazz. It's like straight jazz, hip hop. It's fire.
Okay.
It's fire. It's fire. I got so many like I just study beats, and then I find a lot. It's like I'm an A&R for fire beats. I just find fire beats on YouTube,
Right.
and I write. I've been writing some crazy stuff lately. So
Right. I remember Ambada was like that. He was a YouTube. He was getting all his heat. He would just get the heat off of the tube.
it's some heat on there too, bro. It's some heat on there.
I went to the studio and I saw some shit last week that kind of had me fucked up. Do you punch? You do the punches?
I try to just go straight through. I don't like doing punches.
But I'm here to let you know that, you know, you might want to try that out. 444. You feel me?
All right.
It depends on the producer.
Mm-hmm.
If the producer is fire, he's gonna marry all of them bars together and it's gonna be seamless.
Wow.
You feel me? And 4 bars, not reading it, right? 4 bars off of the cranium, right? Like memorize the 4, spit it, and then memorize the next 4, spit it, and then memorize. You'll be proud of yourself when you hear that shit, because the energy, everything, the cadence, the pocket that you might find yourself in is a little bit different from the pocket that we find ourselves in when we spitting and we reading it off of the paper or off the phone and whatnot. You know that there's a difference.
Absolutely, yeah. You can. I've been listening to so much music, and you can tell when they're doing that as well too.
Right.
So
you
fire.
know
I know exactly what you mean.
Opened it up.
Yeah.
Young Thug.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that stretched that shit to the extremes, to whereas all of the young niggas went and followed that lead, to whereas they going off the Toppington.
Gotcha.
You know, not off the top where it's like I'm just freestyling, but off the top to whereas I'm tapped in, I got my shirt off, I'm feeling myself, and I'm giving you either straight 16 or I'm punching. There's rappers that's just punching bar for bar. They're doing 1 bar, punching in 1 bar, punching in 1 bar. You know, I'm saying all of that to you because, you know, this is an art form. And it would be the same thing that I would say to you if we were playing basketball and I was, you know, we was in the gym and I'd be like, yo, have you ever tried this approach to go to the rim? Not to take anything away from your original approach, but you want to have multiple styles in your quote unquote bag. What makes Drake Drake? Drake is a versatile beast. You can't box him in, right? That's what makes him greater than a Jay-Z. I know I'm going to get flack for that from my New Yorkers. But you know, whatever.
Absolutely, you know, yeah. His flow is crazy.
Flow is he got. You know what's real fire? That AI song that nigga did. I can't get that shit out my head.
I haven't heard it. He himself made it.
Man with my heart on my It's infectious. You probably heard it and thought it was Drake, nigga, but it's AI, and that shit is fire.
Nah, I haven't heard it. Definitely haven't heard it
on TikTok.
It's on TikTok. See, I'm gonna go check it out. The one that I heard, like a little snippet of, was him sounding like Vybz Kartel. He was on the Vybz Kartel song.
You know, Drake is. I think Drake is originally AI. They had the Sprite commercial. That nigga was a robot because he started copying niggas like the AI is copying niggas now.
Yeah.
He would descend on your style and eat that shit. That's why XXXTentacion was beefing with him. That's why they said that he was culture vulturing the reggae people and whatnot.
Yep.
He was absorbing styles. Like how
another,
the AI do it.
It was another dude too from was it a Memphis dude?
Yeah.
That one he hop on your shit and just taking your shit. Gone.
Right. Yeah, gone.
Yeah.
So the industry, right? Both the movie industry and the music industry, they had access to AI longer than anyone, right? Nobody knew that because it was an exclusive type of access. Henceforth, why everybody was selling their catalogs. Why were they selling their catalogs? Because of what the fuck just happened to Drake, niggas. That song with Drake and The Weeknd is fire. I listen to that shit more than I listen to the new Drake where he talking about take me out the club. I'm like, that shit is cheeks compared to this AI shit. This shit lit.
Oh, I gotta go check that out. I literally
caught the right cadence. They caught the right beat. They caught the right flow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit fire. And they got a nice hook on it. So I'm like,
but did you hear the other one though? Did you hear the one with him impersonating Vibes Cartel?
They got a whole Discord, nigga. No, they got a whole SoundCloud of all the AI songs. I just didn't have time to listen to it.
I heard a little snippet of it. It was fire. It was literally fire. I can just imagine.
He said it was not fire, respectfully. No, that shit fire. It might not be fire to you, but that shit is fire. And it's catchy. That's the thing. It's sticky. So it's playing in my mind. It got rent. It got space. It got real estate in my brain. And I'm like, if a song, huh?
What's the song called? The one the AI you talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh shit.
It's just called the AI Drake song. I think Hard on My Sleeve.
Hard on My Sleeve.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I never heard
Hard on My Sleeve. You want to hear it right now?
Run it.
Run that shit. Fuck that. If I get the copyright, I'm gonna send the check to you, bro. We're gonna thug it out together.
Damn.
I came here. You hear it?
At first, it's convincing. Creator Ghostwriter 977 claims the song is AI generated. Artificial or not, it quickly generated real numbers. Over 600,000 streams on Spotify.
That shit went viral.
Drake's label had it pulled.
It was just about it.
But it was good enough to fool this music journalist.
Give me your thoughts when you first heard this show.
I think this was one of the first times where I truly felt that I was losing my grasp on reality because it really sounds very legit. We are vastly approaching to this uncanny valley where we're not going to be able to know what's a deep fake and what's real.
That's your man right there.
He don't need a rap no more.
You feel me?
He don't need a rap no more. He just use the AI.
You just use the AI, the lazy flow. You know what I mean? I wish I owed one of these demonic record labels 3 projects. Nigga, you getting the best of Chat GPT, nigga.
All day. Yep.
You getting the best of Chat GPT.
I got a verse. I literally got a verse saying like this and that shit. I just heard about it. You was talking about it, and then I just wrote a verse. I forgot how it went though, but damn, how that shit go again? Let me see if I can remember it. Hold up. You still there?
I'm here.
I'm about to. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up and then remember a little line from it.
You know, I'm so ratchet. I'm like, yo, let's just, if you got the bars, let's go ahead and clone the voice. You feel me? And make that shit Tupac spit it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's have fucking, you know what I mean? Let's have fucking James Brown spit it. I'm on that type of time.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you trying to play? You hear me?
I hear you.
All right. You trying to play poker, but you showed your Joker face. Your reign is over. Game is over. Kingdom overtake. Turn your mural to a gyro with a fucking open face. That's nasty. And I know you know the taste. I'm a songwriter, wrong writer, greatest of all time. But don't forget the name, Mr. Alzheimer, avant-garde. Oliver the creator, sent from Allah, exonerated. Your AI bars is full of shit, constipated. Put my mind in boot camp. Master my concentration. Speaking with my spirit. Every word is consecrated. Food is on the table. Hope is able to reach a navel without any miseducations because she's a fable. Fly lies in plain sight whenever you see the labels. Yeah, that shit crazy.
Hold on.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
Yeah.
Free Dante Wilder. They locked the legend up for having the blicky. The legend got pulled over, had the blicky and whatnot, but it's like he's in Los Angeles. Nigga, I'm riding around dirty too. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, it's Los Angeles. They wilding out there. Now that was hard though. You know what I'm saying?
That's called third eye.
Let's put that in Justin Bieber voice.
That go crazy.
That part. Let's let Mac Miller spit that shit from the underground.
I see what you're saying. I didn't understand what you were saying at first, but now, yeah, that'll be crazy.
Yeah, I'm devious like that.
Some conscious shit.
I'm devious like that. You know what I'm
That'll
saying?
be crazy.
You know my Scorpio mind, my dark Scorpio mind, my morbid mind is about to come up with some real nasty shit. I ain't even gonna let it out the bag, but I'm using AI to have all the fun this summer. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man,
Look, they said keep cooking, chef.
Keep cooking.
They said keep cooking. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they said keep
I'm
cooking.
in the kitchen.
Fire emojis. You know what I mean? You know, we're actually gonna have a rap show on this channel. There's 2 shows that are coming. We got Sauce God and his queen. They're gonna be reviewing music, and then we're bringing back more Fire Fridays, and more Fire Fridays was me and Blue Pill. We used to do the 16 bars, the poetry, and the 16s, and you know that was what we was up there doing, and we was doing that on Blog Talk. That was classic shit. You know
I wasn't around for Blog Talk.
Yeah, that's how I got my sword kind of sharpened and whatnot.
Okay, that was on the radio, or that was a podcast, or what was it? What was Blog Talk?
It was a podcast. It was the first podcast. It was the first platform of podcasts.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't in tune. I had got onto you from what was his name? The dude that was shooting all the videos.
Sonetta,
yeah, Sonetta TV.
I wrote a little something. Can I spit it to you real quick?
Hey man, that song you put on in the beginning, that shit go crazy.
Oh yeah, that's my shit right there. That's
crazy.
That Red Opals.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's for my niggas to get sturdy with. I did that in New York for the sturdy movement. But
I was kind of getting sturdy when you was playing it. I was just
I need somebody.
The beat's crazy, bro.
Need somebody to do get the footwork together, y'all. Get your footwork together. That's for the summer right there. That's for the summer right there.
Yeah, let me hit the bars.
It's more like a poetry, but about it real quick. I said it's the spell of lack that keep getting these niggas melons cracked. It's that smell of crack that keep getting these felons trapped, selling packs to hell and back, passion of Christ with the nails intact. The jails is packed with hetero blacks, federal max, cells and mats, FaceTime and they cells is tapped. Niggas getting incredible stacks, selling bales of smacking and edible snacks. The Aryans with the Confederate tats descend from the White Walkers who went to war with the Seminole blacks. Hold on.
White Walkers. Hey.
You don't find that suspicious.
Hold on.
You don't find
put that on a drill beat.
That's that's goated right there. I like that.
But we're gonna bring back the Friday, and we could go crazy over the Acapulcos. We'll even play beats for y'all. Hold on, we got beats. The Blog Talk, or no, the StreamYard. Look. I'm on my Charleston White shit. Look. Look.
Yo, Charleston White is crazy.
See, they got beats. You hear it?
Yeah.
It's like lo-fi. So they got beat selection.
What's that playing off of?
This is on the back office of my of StreamYard.
Okay.
Yeah. So people could stay on beat, you know what I mean? And just kick their shit. So, you know, that's around the corner. As soon as we get the time to do it and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We thank you. Get the little fire emojis. But yeah, man, you know, I'm here for all of my creators. First of all, you know, it's 1, therapy. 2, it exemplifies our greatness. 3, in this world of AI, you know, I don't think I can be cloned. You know what I mean? I'm confident that my style is so unorthodox. And
yeah, that's a crazy flow.
Yeah, crazy. I don't think that I could be I don't think that I could be cloned. And it's kind of making me go harder with the pen game. You know what I mean? Just the fact that I know that there's some shit out here playing around. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take my craft more serious because, you know, proof of human is going to be a thing in the future. Don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. The media is incentivized to always put you in fear. 1, 2, the media is not paid to tell you the truth. 3, because they selling ads and whatnot. The media is not going to give you cloth. That's not what the media does. They're not giving you cloth and whatnot. You get cloth through the podcast and through shows like this. I'm here to give you the cloth. I'm letting you know just the fact that AI is making new AI music and they're able to clone the artists who are owned by the record labels. Remember that. Don't sign, my niggas, because you're going to be owned. But they give you the story of Drake being cloned, but they don't give you the story of the singer called Grimes, right? Elon Musk baby mama, she said, I'm not owned by nobody. If a nigga make my song using AI, just split 50-50 with me and we good. They made a whole goddamn Discord with all of her music because people went bananas with that, right? So she don't necessarily gotta work no more. It's ingenious. She like, yo, if the shit pop off, just give me my half, like an NFT. So my thing is this: proof of human. It's going to elevate the artist who could make you cry. It's going to elevate the artist who could give you that DMX feeling. That's why the girl Scarlett out of New York is lit right now. She sound like a dude and whatnot. You know what I mean? This is new. You seen her? Get the fuck out, New York. Get the fuck. You know, that's that old Onyx type of sound. Niggas is, I went to New York. They was loving that. I was like, how, Sway? But before I left, I understood the appeal and whatnot. You know, it's the energy. That's,
it's
I
the
don't
feeling.
think AI could give you that feeling.
Yeah.
So the artists who got the feeling, that going back to what I was saying about spitting the bars, not off of the phone right now, maybe off of the heart. You know, creativity is more of the feminine side. So we got to be well balanced. Sometimes we got to tap into that in order to get into our creative bag and whatnot. I you know, niggas be in the booth kind of scared and whatnot because the creativity, the energy that's leaving you is so powerful. You know what I mean? That it causes like a butterfly effect. It's so powerful. It's so, you know, you could spit a hot song and it could change your life forever. You feel me? You know, it's not gonna come out easy like that because this is so powerful. Music is a weapon. Music is a power.
Absolutely. And that in me listening to Fela Kuti, it changed my whole, you know, outlook on the content and what you should use music for. And you're supposed to use it to you know, to fight, to do. It's a tool to fight, actually. You know what I mean? Like I'm listening to Fela Kuti every day, and it's just, I feel his spirit just, and it just pushes me to, you know, push this type of music out, because we don't need, you know, this you know, the ratchet music. We don't need that. We really need something to, like, you know.
You don't like Sexy Red, bro?
Who?
Sexy Red?
Who's that?
What?
I don't
You
even
don't know about Sexy Red, nigga?
I don't even know who Sexy Red. No, I literally don't be on social media listening to none of that shit.
You know, I get drugged. I get dragged into all of the ratchet shit. I get dragged into the darkest corners of ratchetness. I don't even be asking to get pulled into these fucking areas, but niggas be sending me shit to my inbox and I get caught up.
That's why, yeah.
Yeah, I seen some shit that I couldn't unsee. How about that?
Yeah, I don't even know who Sexy Red is, man.
You don't know about Pound Town? I just left Pound Town,
bro. Nah, I'm literally not.
Well, then you don't need to know it. Then how about that?
Oh yeah. I don't need to know.
Let's just say that you're gonna hear that shit all summer. How about that? Like, your ears will be a virgin until you heard that song. You know,
so she's getting big. So
I mean, she's I just have that ear. Yeah, I kind of know what's gonna take off, and I know what's not gonna take off because I kind of could tell where our people are collectively. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hot girl summer. You know what I mean? That
Oh
rat
yeah,
is winning. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's
she's gonna
definitely winning,
fucking
but
take off if she hasn't already.
it's
Scarlett out of
garbage.
New York, the girl Scarlett, she's about to take off. She's gonna be the next Ice Spice. Ice Spice is about to take off. And
Oh,
people will hear that
that's
and
the
be
only
like,
one I know is Ice Spice. I
yeah,
know Ice
people,
Spice.
yeah, she's the more commercial one. These
Okay.
are coming, these are bubbling from the
And
underground.
what happened to the other one? The one that sounded like a dude. That's
Ooh, Glow,
Glow. Yeah, Glow
yeah,
really.
glow cooking. Know what I'm talking about? Shabuya, shabuya. You know about them?
I probably heard that one, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, goddamn,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm in a
you know what
stew.
I'm saying? I mean,
I'm in a stew. I'm listening to Billy Woods. I'm listening to Fela Kuti. I'm listening to Earl. I'm listening to y'all niggas. I'm
you
listening
yo,
to
Cam Bada's
Cam
new
Bada.
album, bro. Yeah,
Crazy.
Lola Brooke. I like Lola.
Lola.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't
Who
play.
else?
No.
I'm listening to AA Rashid.
Oh
Yo,
yeah. The
AA
God.
go in.
Yeah, AA. Did you hear Batman Mafia?
Nah.
His best project ever.
Nah.
It's his first project from 2013 called Batman Mafia.
Nah. Is that on Apple Music? Or?
Nah, you know
That's
he
not.
ain't putting that shit on Apple Music.
It's
You
not.
gotta tap in with the God.
Okay.
To find out.
Batman Mafia.
Batman Mafia. That was his best project ever.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? He said, matter of fact, I think that shit made me go stupid with Scorpion King. After I used to listen to that shit like religiously. And then I did Scorpion King. Lizzie Jeff, you been listening? You know Lizzie?
I know Lizzie. She's fired.
She is a pro.
Who else? Underground.
You like Larry June?
I heard probably like one song.
You like Boldy?
Boldy, fire.
Yeah, Boldy. You like Stove God?
Stove God cooks, yeah.
Yeah, he be cooking.
What
about Payne?
Mock homie, who?
Payne. RJ Payne.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Oh nah. You know about Rain? My nigga Rain 910?
Nah.
Yeah, Rain 910 is a problem. He just put out a project. He's the one that made the beat for Red Opals. He's a producer rapper.
Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah.
But I heard you say his name earlier. I didn't know he was a rapper.
Rain 910. He be with smacking them, Smack DVD and all of them, and Beasley.
Okay.
Yeah, Rain is a legend.
Yeah, that beat is fire. That song is fire, bro.
Yeah,
I was hearing that, I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's what really motivated me. And then you say you going live, and I'm like, yo, I wanna work with Red, man. That's right. To be honest with you, bro, I really want to, make a song with you, bro. Like that'll be fire.
You said you lived that again?
Palm Beach.
In Florida, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Palm Beach, Florida.
That's what's up.
That'd be crazy.
And
Blue Pill. I got something for Blue Pill too, bro. Like,
oh yeah, Blue Pill, the poetry god. You know what I'm saying?
He go crazy, bro. Al-Kebalon, Sauce God. Yo, that song just literally when did that song come
No,
out?
that's not Al-Kebalon, that's Sir Bay. That's the brother Sir Bay. Sauce God on the hook. Sir Bay was on the verse, and me and Blue Pillar.
That wasn't Al-Kebalon?
Nah.
Dang, I got the name mixed up then. I thought that was Al-Kebalon 44. Okay. All right. But
that's Al-Kebalon.
When did that song come out? When did y'all drop that?
Came out. When did we go to Stone Mountain? That came out like around 9/11 because we shot the video on 9/11. So it came out around that time. We recorded that though when we did the Facts Initiative in Richmond. That's why I was like started in Richmond, out of my district. Yeah, we did that in Richmond.
Crazy.
With the we was tapped into the Richmond energy type grounding shit. We was tapped into that Rich Mound energy. You feel me? That Rich Mound Confederate type energy. And we went stupid in the studio that night.
that did something for real to it, because that's a hit, bro. Like that's a
You
real
feel
hit to
me?
me.
I say that to myself too.
That's a
That is a
hit, bro.
definite hit. You know what I mean?
I was like, that was for me. That was one of the song of the years last year, bro. Bro, as soon as I heard that shit, I just started. It just changed. I was listening to Felly, Kuti, and then it just changed my writing. And it just, I had writer's block for a minute, and
Right.
I just started dropping bars. I'm like, damn, where this shit coming from?
Right.
It's
That's
just,
how I know when a certain artist is my type of artist. When I listen to their shit and I go right to the pen. You know what I mean? When I hear, you know what I mean? It's a specific type of artist that can only do that though.
that happened to me with my homie and Earl
Okay.
Sweatshirt. I heard Feet of Clay,
Right.
and then that shit just blew my mind, bro. Blew my mind. I went and started just writing, bro.
Right.
Yeah, worst my homie is with, he
Yeah,
was with
Mark
Griselda.
Homie, Mark Homie is the truth.
Crazy.
I'm not crazy about, because that was something that AA was trying to, because all of these artists got like philosophies behind them. It's like storylines and other. So he was giving me the quote unquote, he was giving me the rundown about who Mark Homie is and his backstory and why I should be excited and everything. So I gotta go back and give it another listen with a new ear. You know what I mean? To capture the bars. But he Haitian, so I know that's why I know that's why you go hard.
Facts.
He Haitian on Griselda.
Facts. That shit was crazy when I found him. I was like, yo.
What about Rock Marciano?
Rock Marciano, sick. The elephant joint.
Ooh, that elephant with Alchemist.
That shit inspired me too, bro. That album right there too. I was like, this nigga is crazy. I never even heard of him before these niggas, bro.
Oh nah, Rock.
Yeah,
look,
I know
he's the DNA that these niggas is replicating.
Yeah. I know he been there, but I never listened to him.
Right.
When I listened to him, that shit blew my mind too, bro.
Right.
The elephant joint.
Holistic Wellness Heaven said watching Wu-Tang made me write a rap. Let me tell you something.
Wu-Tang. That
Wu-Tang series. That's the series that got me taking this shit more serious. Had a long conversation with my team, in the studio the other day, and we had the RZA Jizza type of talk. You know what I'm talking about? So that Wu-Tang, whoever they wrote the hell out that series. Shout out to Gano Grills. There's a few people that I know that's behind that. They wrote the hell. That was such an inspiring story about some young melanated men who I remember to come up. I remember the grimy ass. I remember first hearing Protect Your Neck. That shit was in black and white. It looked like somebody shot that shit off a Nokia. It was horribly shot. You know what I mean? But it was just gritty and raw. I remember that shit replaced Onyx. Onyx, throw your guns in the air. That's when Russell Simmons was pushing something called horrorcore. And Onyx, quiet as kept, Sticky Fingers come from Flatbush, and you know what I mean? Like they had a lock on shit. But Wu-Tang showed us that these are real grimy niggas. Like Onyx they wasn't as grimy as they was coming across, because they was trying to go super grimy. Like they wasn't even towing the line. They was acting like they were what is considered hyper masculine. And Wu-Tang came along, and it was like they had that hyper masculine roughneck type of gritty, that grutty, because back then it wasn't about niggas was not on no pretty shit. You know what I'm saying? It was the most grimiest you look is the better. You know what I mean? The most grimiest. Puffy and them came and changed that with the Versace and the Chinese shoot theory. That's all Puffy's work. Even Biggie was upset about that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Biggie wasn't on that.
Yeah, but Wu-Tang pushed that Onyx shit right the fuck up out the way, and it came with that griminess. And after Protect Your Neck, Method Man dropped METHOE, and it was over. They gave him the props on the show, but I wish they explored that a little bit more.
Yeah,
He was
they
the
kinda-
standout. He made that shit acceptable to the females
right.
because they loved them some Method Man when he was popping out. You know what I'm talking about? They were scared of the rest of them niggas at first, and then they came with Ice Cream, and that brought them more favor with the ladies and whatnot. But there was a heavy problem of the clubs not being integrated enough. And what I say, I'm talking about sausage parties. That's what all of them shits from the day hip hop was started all the way up until like 93. All them shits was sausage parties, sword fights.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. Oh, yeah.
Five shorties from the bus stop sucking on a lollipop with the door knockers. It was 5 of them in there. Like I was saying earlier, the whole baddie thing that you see now where everybody's a baddie, where you just be like, shorty, what you rate yourself? I'm a 10. Okay. Yeah, on that part, you know what I mean? Like they wasn't saying that back in the days. And no offense, but everybody wasn't a fucking 10. Nigga, look, we had notebooks in the hood with girls' names on it, with their block. Niggas knew where the baddies lived. We would go, we would just be like, yo, we gonna walk through the block and just look at her. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It wasn't an influx of baddies back in the days. So that's why so many men was getting killed for baddies, because they was being passed around. All of the dope dealers had to share the baddies, yo, until that shit multiplied. Little Kim and Foxy multiplied the baddies. It was some type of black magic or chaos. I don't know what the fuck happened, but after they started rapping, shorties just started looking better. So in the clubs, it was a large, the numbers were off. It was like 10 baddies and 1,000 niggas, and they all had hoodies on and they would beat you up. They was really roughnecks. So when Puffy and them came out, they helped to bring the leveling of everything. They balanced out the clubs with the numbers, and they brought the shorties out and whatnot. That's the rise of the discotheque, or that's the rise of what they call the tunnel era. And the tunnel era is what you see in all of the clubs, where all of the shorties is turned out, ratchet, wearing lingerie to the clubs, and you know, all of that shit where you slide in the shorty home. All of that comes from the tunnel era. So I'm like, yeah, we still living in the dreams of the tunnel era until something changes. You know what I mean? People be thinking that they created shit. I'm like, that shit was exported to your city by New York niggas who go drive Dolo from state to state. That was an export. And then 106 in Park and all of that shit went on cable, and then everybody got the source through cable. But prior to that, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. You had to come certain places to get certain energy. But that's it. Somebody said you had to slide on blocks instead of DMs. That was the first DM. Facts. Yo, I'm putting on my polo shit. You know what I'm talking about? I got the Guess jeans on. I'm walking down Shorty's block. I got the blicky on me because niggas do pop out, but I hope she sees me. That's like you niggas in her DM. I hope she sees me. I got a star. I got the blue check. I hope she recognizes me. Yeah, nigga, she didn't see you. Try again. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that was our way of being seen and chosen. But because it wasn't even, because if she looked our way, it was like, yo, I got some hour later. You want one? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was a struggle back then getting chosen. They think that shit was easy. It was not. It was not.
Well, yeah. I'm about to hop off the live with you.
Yeah, I'm about to hop off the live myself, my brother. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah. You got the chef. You the chef who didn't even cook his own food.
No, I cooked it. I cooked it.
Okay, you whipped it up. That's what's up, ladies.
Just chilling.
Chef got some work. He's cooking up these rhymes. He's cooking up this. Do the ladies song, man.
Do the ladies what?
Do the ladies song, chef. You know what I'm saying? The ladies is feeling you, chef.
Okay.
You got to give them a ladies song. You don't got to be Dear Mama.
No, I definitely got some.
It don't have to be, oh, I want to, you know, I'm saying give them the keep your head up of today, right? Where I'm saying is give them some consciousness, but speak to them in particular. Speak to the mamas, speak to the divine feminine in your love language.
Bet.
I would write a rhyme about food and I would make it dedicated to them.
I probably even got something like that. I got so many, but yeah, definitely.
All right, that's what it do.
So I'm gonna hit you up in the email, and then we go from there.
All right, King. Peace.
All right.
Bless. Yeah, so before I forget tonight, you know what I'm saying? This is a night for y'all to definitely get ready because tomorrow is one of the most powerful days of the year. Okay? For all of my Scorpions out there, yeah, I'm talking about yeah, this is your day, my niggas. It has come this quick. It's here. You know what I mean? The Scorpio flower lunar eclipse will be full of surprise, chaos, and unpredictability. It's my type of language. I like shit like that. You know what I mean? Get me excited. Don't tease me with a good time, Scorpio. Niggas say chaos and excitement. I'm outside. The lunar eclipse in Scorpio occurs on May 5th at 11:15 a.m. It will peak at 1:24. It will be visible in most parts of Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. It'll add a lot of intensity to those celebrating Cinco de Mayo or just enjoying a regular Friday. Friday is my day. Beware of your actions and have fun without the drama, even if you're 5 margaritas deep, right? Niggas is going to get washed tomorrow. Watch. You know what I'm saying? This is a deadly combination. As a collective, we could plan on hearing news or protests concerning productive rights.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
They marching in Flatbush right now. They protested in New York right now.
Suspicious.
Talk back to me.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Niggas be trying to. All of these lame niggas be trying to take shots at the astrology people. Like you niggas know something. You know what I'm talking about? How did they know that? How did they know that? You know what I'm talking about? How did they know that? But let me continue. What's on the menu? As a collective, we could plan on hearing news or protests concerning reproductive rights or becoming angry due to the current state of politics. There could be new legislation that urges the stand to take a stand and fight back. Now, we're in Scorpio. This is a Scorpio, so Scorpio is death. We're also in retrograde, but Scorpio is death, right? Scorpio is regeneration, but definitely Scorpio is death. So they're protesting the death of a mentally ill man in New York City that was ruled a homicide, right, by a young Peckerwood, 24 years old, ex-Marine and whatnot, who choked him 15 minutes, the same choke that they gave Eric Garner. It is an illegal chokehold. And they got these people out here thinking they could do citizen's arrest. Well, why you niggas didn't citizen arrest Carol Dunham, the woman who had an arrest warrant out for her for the shit she did to Emmett Till? Everybody, why don't they put a chokehold on her? She dead now. But you niggas could have unalived her quicker. And since niggas want to be deputized, where's the Scorpion? Where's the citizen's arrest for her? Why didn't you pull that one off, family? So they got Peckerwoods duffing niggas out, killing niggas on a train in New York. Do you know how retrograde that shit is? That don't happen in New York City, nigga. What the fuck happened to the town? Like, what? This nigga look like Brad Pitt. Y'all let that happen on your watch? Lunar eclipses occur when the sun, earth, and moon are in a peroxide alignment that forces the moon to pass through the darkest part of the earth's shadow, known as the umbra. This series of eclipses on the Taurus Scorpio lunar nodes began on November 19, 2021, and will finish on October 28th of this year, right? So remember, a lot of shit been going on since them goddamn Scorpio lunar eclipses been popping off. That's when they snatched up Young Thug and YSL, and some other things happened. That's when the Buffalo shooting took place and whatnot. The last lunar eclipse occurs in Taurus, the opposite to this one, which occurs in Scorpio. The effects were deeply felt when the lunar nodes entered Taurus, Scorpio on January 18, 2022. The aftershocks and effects of eclipses can last months after they happen, so prepare yourself for a slow burn. Lunar eclipse brings matters to light as the moon glows and allows us to see things clearly. I'm clear. I know what I'm looking at. This eclipse is full of surprise, chaos, and unpredictability, all of which will wake us up and urge us to take immediate steps towards creating a better world for ourselves and future generations. With wild card planet Uranus connecting with the Taurus sun and opposing the Scorpio moon, we can expect politics to be at the center of conversations that we're having with others. To be honest, things could get very heated very fast if we don't choose our words carefully. Uranus is a planet that wants us to align with the times and throw conventions out the window. The forward-thinking planet is more concerned with how we can educate ourselves and shake up old beliefs in order to create a utopia. While that sounds grand, this approach can lead to people getting up on their soapboxes as they preach and impose their beliefs on others. The good news is that this tactic can help change the attitude of those who are not in the know and allow them to see the truth of situations. So right now, as we speak, right in Harlem, the brother 19 Keys is on stage at the Apollo. Brother Rich is interviewing him, right? I just got the screenshot to my phone. Blue Pill is in the building, and a whole bunch of luminaries is in the building, and he talking his shit. He don't, his soapbox is the stage of the Apollo. Right across the street is the soapbox that we basically cut our teeth in Harlem and whatnot. And I think Blue Pill said tomorrow that he's gonna bring Keys out there. It's gonna be him, Rich, and 19 Keys, and they're gonna bring it back to the old school and do the outside cipher and whatnot. You know what I mean? Father Rich, he was out there earlier and he turned the camera on just to give you niggas a little bit of the feeling of old Harlem and whatnot. So I didn't make up that article that I just read. ChatGPT didn't write that. They wrote that. How the hell did they know that that was going to be the situation going on right now? Because politics is at the center right now because of Mayor Eric Adams. He put an edict out. To get rid, to remove the mentally ill off of the subways forcibly. He said you could remove them forcibly. So that's where you got the citizen. That gave the battery to this European, this Peckerwood, to basically take his matters in his own hand and choke this man out for 15 minutes because this man said that he was hungry, y'all. Come on, family. I'm not letting that shit slide. Nah, that's not. I'm standing up for that man's spirit, bro. I'm standing up for his fucking legacy. And I'm not letting that go. I'm sending all kind of energy to make sure shit gets fucked up when it comes to that situation, because we need to disrupt some things, bro. We need to find out a solution. You know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily standing and saying that the mentally ill should just fucking roam and take over New York on some zombie shit, because the shit looks like zombie land and something needs to happen. But we don't need to be killing them. Who the fuck are you to decide who lives or dies? Not you niggas. We're not doing that. Nobody has the right to decide who lives and dies in New York right now. Like, from where, bro? From where? And they let him go. They let the European, they questioned him and they let him go. So that's a dangerous precedent that they're setting to tell other vigilantes it's vigilante season. So either they're going to start knocking off more homeless people or mentally disturbed people headshots, right? Or something is going to happen and it's going to change the quote unquote mandates. It's going to change the policies. It's going to change the political climate. And the people who need the help is going to receive it because they need help, bro. They need help. Acupuncture, change of diet, gut health. Get the motherfuckers a laxative. People is running around talking to themselves with no Bluetooth. Usually it's something in the gut. Okay? They malnourished. They dehydrated. They got parasites. Something might be going on with their brains. Some of them is under spiritual, quote unquote, they possess. They got demons in them. They got demons in them. So how are we going to help these people? You're just not going to ignore them. You know? Fuck it. Send them to China, right? Give these niggas some, give them some fatigues, right? Frontline. I don't know. But that's what the predictions of. That's why I'm in my feelings, because I'm feeling the Scorpio eclipse pulling on me. That explains it right there. It's this fucking it's the celestial event. It's tapping in with me. So now I gotta go turn the lights off and sit in darkness and try to figure some things out, because that's not the only thing going on. This you know, that got me at attention and whatnot. It's a lot of fuck shit going on. So, you know, happy Cinco de Mayo. You know what I mean? We at the 3-hour mark. You know what I'm talking about? Been here for a while, you know. Make sure y'all hit up the Patreon. Shout out to all of my Patreons. For my Rainbow Opal Patreons, this week, this Friday, we are going to be postponing this Friday, and we'll see you next Friday. For this Friday, we'll upload one of our quote unquote lectures, one of our workshops, one of our $99 or $100 workshops, and we'll give you Rainbow Opals the access to tap into that. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that part. And we're gonna leave with the red opals on top of some facts, you know what I'm saying? So you could leave this bitch feeling sturdy. You could dance it out, you know what I mean? Because music is therapy, and music is universal, and music is medicine. And some of us need medicine right now. So I highly recommend that y'all keep your head on swivel from right now leading up to the end of that eclipse, but also on some Scorpio shit, find out how you can manifest some things, bring some things into this world and whatnot. You know, be creative, you know what I'm saying? Be inventive, be intuitive, and all of that. You know what I mean? So until we meet again, love and light, you know what I mean? Y'all stay dangerous. You know what I'm talking about? Peace.
Up in the Dumbo, smoking a gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, slide through your land. Hopping the sprinters, tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze. Up in the Dumbo, smoking the gumbo. up in the Dumbo, smoking a gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, slide through your land. Hopping the sprinters, tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. The man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse was smashing, kicking the door. Wave on 4-4s, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the Benjis, we rinse and repeat. Century of self, I'm centered on me. Red as the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning, flooded the bright lane. The hunger was biting, biting.
It's a movie. Facts. Okay, the food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, till in the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grid, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts.
Can y'all hear the song good?
Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts. And that's facts though, I talk factos. That's J Babe, I go Astro. Floating focused on my cash flow. We plant star seeds to make the grass grow. I'm a refloater, I do what I wanna. Stacking the winter, sunbathing the summer. My chakras align and I shock them like blunt. Only pulp we acknowledge a nigga is Pablo.
At these events, I'm a god to my people. Got out the streets, yeah, we dodging a Rico. Game of roulette, I'm a casino. The game wasn't fair, yeah, the odds wasn't equal. Squad got the Chico, my squad got the Chico. Came in a drought, yeah, they starving the people. Blaming the doubt, make it harder to eat, yo. Not a placebo, that's not a placebo.
The food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, till in the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grid, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Found out the eggs, put it in the nitty Facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts.
Started in Richmond, art of my district. Heart of the mystics, started for biscuits. Father the isfits, martyr the misfits. God is my witness, God on my hit list. Moving the weight, we started with fitness. Moving with states, we art of the richest. Give me the blues, my heart is in Memphis. It's part of adventure, started my venture. The F is for food, the A is for art. The C is for clothes, I'm playing my part. T is for tech, I'm playing it smart. S is for shelter, I stay in the park. Acres are acres, get lost in the dark. We playing a part, we playing it smart. Facts.
Okay, the food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, till in the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grid, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts. Found out the eggs, put it in the nitty Fuck it, we gon' put this show on our back. Facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts. It's a movie.